The mythologies of many worlds tell of a time when the gods walked the earth before for varying reasons they depart. Gaecia is not one of those worlds. They never departed. Coming into being at the beginning of the Second Age, the gods fought in the dark wars against the entities that came before them, driving them underground and claiming the surface world for themselves. They created the plants and animals of the world together, but each in isolation made their greatest works, the races of the world in their own image. The fledgling races looked up to their godly masters and worshipped them all equally, and the gods ruled them together. However, this way of living eventually proved unsustainable. The petty disagreements of the gods manifested in preferential treatment of their own creations and ignoring the ones of those they wished to spite. Centuries of squabbling and bickering eventually boiled over and turned into the Titan Wars. The gods fought each other and the races of the world were dragged into the conflict. Generation upon generation fought one another, bleeding and dying at the behest of their gods whose anger blinded them to the suffering of their children. It seemed like it would never end, that there'd be no resolution to their disputes, with each god too proud to ever admit fault. During the Battle of Scarlet's Peak, the unthinkable happened. Ulfgar, god of the dwarves, died. Caught off guard from a surprise shot by an elvish warrior, Ulfgar was dealt a mortal blow by Sailor and goddess of the elves. The result of this duel effectively ended the wars, the hatred of the gods tempered by their grief. They looked at the world around them and saw the results of their combat and repented. They swore an oath to each other to not let such devastation occur again. And so as the Third Age began, they divided Gaecia into territories and took their own children there to rule them. And so it has been for 3 millennia, each race living in their own lands, ruled by those who are both king and god. While they abide mostly within the constraints they set upon themselves, tensions are arising anew, and people fear that a new war is on the horizon. The mythologies of many worlds tell of a time when the gods walked the earth before for varying reasons they depart. Gaecia is not one of those worlds. They never departed. Coming into being at the beginning of the Second Age, the gods fought in the dark wars against the entities that came before them, driving them underground and claiming the surface world for themselves. They created the plants and animals of the world together, but each in isolation made their greatest works, the races of the world in their own image. The fledgling races looked up to their godly masters and worshipped them all equally, and the gods ruled them together. However, this way of living eventually proved unsustainable. The petty disagreements of the gods manifested in preferential treatment of their own creations and ignoring the ones of those they wished to spite. Centuries of squabbling and bickering eventually boiled over and turned into the Titan Wars. The gods fought each other and the races of the world were dragged into the conflict. Generation upon generation fought one another, bleeding and dying at the behest of their gods whose anger blinded them to the suffering of their children. It seemed like it would never end, that there'd be no resolution to their disputes, with each god too proud to ever admit fault. During the Battle of Scarlet's Peak, the unthinkable happened. Ulfgar, god of the dwarves, died. Caught off guard from a surprise shot by an elvish warrior, Ulfgar was dealt a mortal blow by Sailor and goddess of the elves. The result of this duel effectively ended the wars, the hatred of the gods tempered by their grief. They looked at the world around them and saw the results of their combat and repented. They swore an oath to each other to not let such devastation occur again. And so as the Third Age began, they divided Gaecia into territories and took their own children there to rule them. And so it has been for 3 millennia, each race living in their own lands, ruled by those who are both king and god. While they abide mostly within the constraints they set upon themselves, tensions are arising anew, and people fear that a new war is on the horizon. The mythologies of many worlds tell of a time when the gods walked the earth before, for varying reasons, they depart. Gaecia is not one of those worlds. They never departed. Coming into being at the beginning of the Second Age, the gods fought in a dark wars against the entities that came before them, driving them underground and claiming the surface world for themselves. They created the plants and animals of the world together, but each in isolation made their greatest works, the races of the world in their own image. The fledgling races looked up to their godly masters and worshipped.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Rolling With It. Tonight we're presenting episode 17, that number's getting very big, of Gaecia, a homemade Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. I am Critic Brett. I'll be your Dungeon Master of the evening. I'm in this world. I'll be your guide through it. I very much hope you enjoy your stay. With me tonight is Britty.
Hi, I'm Britty. I'm still the token American. I'm complete 5th level open hand monk. Has just discovered a new prophecy about being cursed. Having a great time.
Riley.
Hello, I'm Riley. I'm the reason that Ferret started this stream laughing his face off. I am playing Yareth Dimbottle, the level 5 Great Old One Warlock.
Matt.
Hey there, I'm Matt. I'm playing Phoenix White, and despite being our Fire Ganassi divination wizard, I wasn't the one who made the prophecy that...
Nat.
Hello, I'm Nat. I play Alath. He's a Twilight Domain cleric, and his job is to make sure everyone else doesn't die.
Lumie is not currently with us, but she will be in about 15 minutes. So I'm sure she'll want to say hello then. So
the way you said it made it sound like she was passing away. She's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
She'd come back.
This is actually a recurring misunderstanding, apparently.
Yeah, I'm going to resurrect her in about 15 minutes, and then she'll be zombie playing her character.
The DM's power knows no limits.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think we have any announcements for the beginning of the stream, so we'll hop right in. Last time on Gaecia, our group of miscellaneous adventurers arrived in the Cathanian city of Falari, I'm going to say classically elven city, which seemingly holds a lot more autonomy from the Empire than many of the other quote-unquote new Cathanian cities. They kind of wandered in, had a good time exploring, indulge in some architecture, food, stuff like that. And while in the street, Fleet, our half drow monk, was accosted by a extremely elderly tabaxi. She kind of walked up to her, claiming her as a person known as Fruit, and requesting that she came with her to her shrine where she works, so she could divulge certain informations. And so Fleet went along, meeting a couple of the other attendants of the shrine, where they found that this deep underground shrine is kind of this fountain. It's like kind of water spews up through this kind of silvery metal goblet kind of into a pool, and then you kind of stand in the pool and you do shriny stuff. However, it was run dry when they arrived back, which the shrine attendants weren't expecting. And so they very much asked Fleet if they could possibly help out with the situation. Fleet, being Fleet, said yes, almost without thinking.
It's just the neighborly thing to do.
Sure. While Fleet was going to shrines, the rest of the party went to a burlesque show. Upon the recommendations of a citizen, they visited a tavern known as the Elder Berry, which is supposedly the best, had the best entertainment. And indeed, when they went, they very much enjoyed the show. One dancer in particular, the lead dancer actually, stood out to Phoenix for reasons he hasn't yet disclosed at the party. A drow by the name of Khalid Khan. Eventually, Fleet rejoined. Party had a pleasant conversation with Callie where they discussed a certain locket she had that was of a very similar make and design to Fleet's, although the crest was different, and they discovered that Fleet's locket that she's had with her since birth is a antiquated and kind of disused form of identification. So the crest is kind of unique to each family. Yes, and so after that, they had a pleasant night at the tavern, and then in the morning they went back to the shrine to see what they could do about their plumbing issues. So they started out, headed along these kind of narrow cave passageways, kind of following along where the underground river should be flowing, but it currently is not. And they eventually backtracked to this larger cave area where they heard kind of the rhythmical thumping or hammering, which our Ganassi was able to identify as a form of kind of work song in the Terran dialect of Primordial. And kind of hearing this, Arlaf just decided to plow ahead, and where we're picking up is as he was confronted by this scene of these various creatures going about their tasks. They seem to be primarily mining some sort of gemstones. So they kind of, the large creatures kind of mine off large sections of rock, and then these smaller ones kind of grind it down, and eventually they're left with some reasonably nice-looking gemstones. And yes, that was where we left off. Arlath, you were just striding forward. What do?
Assuming I can see, like, any of this lot.
Yes, so just a reminder, this is not an empty room. This is a continuation of the passage.
Cool. I shall stop, turn around and look to the others, and just there are snails hitting the wall.
Yes, so I believe when we finished, they had all stopped what they're doing, having seen you, and just kind of turned to look.
Phoenix would move forward, having understood the language being spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of look into the room. I can't recall. Did Arlath? I know there was talk of it, but I think we said not to until it became necessary. Did Arlath extend his dark vision to the rest of the group?
He hasn't at any point. He's told people that he can do it.
Yeah.
But I think it was actually Phoenix who was like, maybe hold on to that until we need it.
Yeah, so this room is dimly lit. If you look around, they seem to have small kind of pouches or kind of sconces where they seem to have some sort of curious glowing powder, just enough to make the whole kind of cave be in dim light as opposed to darkness, which for everybody with dark vision makes basically bright light say no real problems.
Well then, this is first off. Does Phoenix recognize any of the creatures he's looking at?
Sure. Your choice of... No, just call it Arcana. Just dead-ass Arcana.
Great Arcana.
Straight. Ain't having no gay Arcanas here.
Let's say I like most of
that
us.
famous gay arcana.
Yeah.
No.
Gay Arcana just sounds like, I don't know, some gay wizard NPC. 11.
I mean, you have. It's what you have to study if you want to cast like color spray.
So yeah, you recognise. So these are quite large snails. They seem to be kind of mostly rocky in nature. Their eye stalks seem to be basically just giant lumps of rock with a very small bit of eye peeking through, and they've got these gorgeous kind of crystalline shells. I am messaging you the results of your Arcana check relating to them, so that's all you know about them. There are these things. They look like moving statues. You've heard of like animated armor, animated statues. You imagine it's something along those lines. And then the rest of these seem to be just kind of little spirity type things. So these seem to be kind of muddy. These ones kind of made of sentient dust. You imagine they're probably not much of a threat outside extreme numbers.
Step forward and just speak in Terran.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Is there a leader or someone I can speak to here?
There's kind of dead silence for a moment. And the little spirity things start chattering very quietly. Not loud enough you can make it out. The snails kind of lumber for a moment, seemingly looking at the statues, which will kind of move forward, glance at each other, and then this top one will mutter to the bottom one, Efritakin, which is Efritakin would be the common translation of that. I think you would probably, being who you are, just instantly make the connection. Obviously, the Efreet were the fire genies that fire ganassis like yourself are descended from, and presumably that's where the kin bit comes from. So you imagine it's just their term for fire ganassi.
That's me. Who would I be talking to here?
I kind of glance at you, almost seeming to size you up. Turn back.
See, now, I'm afraid we've been asked to sort out a bit of a situation that, best we can tell, might be caused by your mining here.
Turn back, African.
Now, see, I am afraid that is quite impossible. And we're going to have to ask you to stop mining here and leave.
You have no jurisdiction here. Turn back.
No, we're acting on the authority of someone else who does own this land.
Really?
Or at
No
least
more chances. Turn back.
Phoenix is just going to look back to the rest of the group and going, negotiations are not going well.
Well, say we didn't try.
So how many are there? Do we think we can? Are we?
So you've only really got a good eye on this area from your current position, but you can hear, the chattering and movements of other things.
There's quite a few.
He'll turn back to the creatures and just say, I'll tell you what, I'm not really the chosen representative of our group, so I'm going to let a different negotiating tactic prevail. And he's going to step out of the way of Arlath.
Arlath, our chosen negotiator?
And quietly under his breath, he's going to say, those shells look really shiny. Please try not to damage them.
I'm going to say it's a smidge on the meta side.
You described them as beautiful crystalline shells. Money has been on Phoenix's mind for a while now.
Things that
he's
are
going
shiny
to
are
not
usually
be on
valuable.
his mind.
He's going to reach into his pouch and pull out what looks like a small chili pepper and just hold it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I take
You're
it
just standing there, Arlath. What are you doing?
He'll take a step forward and just sort of say, "You do not need to die, but you might if you continue to cause problems here."
Do you speak primordial?
I do.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Common giant primordial.
Okay, I was going to. Okay, so they do understand you.
Yeah.
We told you, Mountain-born, turn back.
And I am telling you to leave.
We cannot do that. This is our home. Die, Mountain-born. Are you going to move to attack?
Has
I think
anybody
we'll call
asked
that initiative.
Has anybody asked them why they're blocking up the river? No? Okay.
James have failed. 1, 2.
Cool. I will
just
see you
wanna
guys in half an hour when my turn comes up.
So will I. Who will be running the barbarian until barbarian comes? I can take it.
Don't you have control of it?
Arlath does right now, but I can because
Yeah,
Nat has
two
been
marshals.
Nat has been controlling it for a couple of games now. I want to take over.
Sure.
I
Do
want
you have
to be.
access to her sheets?
Not right now.
Okay. I'll do that in a second. Okay.
Oh,
So,
the
these
joys of a
books often,
zero dexterity character.
are in initiative jail.
I love initiative jail.
Yeah, it's great. All the fun of being in a combat, except you don't do anything and you can't die.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like horny jail, but less fluids.
Oh, fluids.
Oh, I hate initiative jail now.
Yeah,
But there's less of them.
yeah, but just the fact that you specify the amount of fluids is just.
I mean,
oh wow, no
in
one
Britty's
rolled
def-
great.
In
I
British
still,
defense, there was no specification of how much fluid.
I still cannot see the barbarian
Hang on, I'm just.
because the barbarian has advantage on it. That will go well.
See, okay, you should have a sheet now. Is that what to give you a token?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Off the street.
I mean, so far, no
Yes.
one above the minion has rolled higher than a 7.
Ash gets a 19.
Oh, there you go, Ash does.
Yes, Ash gets a 19.
Okay. That is.
Well,
I mean, that is a pitiful array of initiative rolls.
yeah.
I'm ready to give you.
19, 19, 12, and then everything else below 10. Jesus.
Right, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4, 3, 3, 3.
Or Ash has
Okay, yes.
lead. So, which one of these two stone things was talking more?
This one's slightly more.
If it's not by that much, I think Ash will move forward.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I think Ash would just straight go into the rage.
Okay.
I'm loving the
Fair
names of these. Oh my goodness. Okay, so rage damage. Great Weapon Master.
I mean, that's completely your choice.
Yeah,
Let's just say it's made out of stone, armor-wise.
it is. Yeah, reckless Great Weapon Master. We're gonna hit it really hard.
Or possibly not at all.
We'll find out. That's
So that's 16.
16. Yes.
That will hit. So you kind of bring it crashing down, and it kind of. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't add the 10. Whoops. That is 12 plus 2, so 26.
These big damages.
Big.
She's not using a magic weapon, is she? No.
Just a regular Great Axe.
Nope. Cool. Yeah, so it comes crashing down in it. And yeah, if that was flesh, it probably wouldn't be standing. However, it seems to be, bearing the wounds of it far better than a person would. Probably because it's made out of stone.
Yeah, I think we're gonna swing again
16, 26.
for another 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Another 23 damage.
23. Cool. Yeah, so it's... Oh, that's not right.
Seeing Ash in action
There
is
you go.
just a delight.
Yeah, so it's not looking great, but it's standing. It's standing. now.
Let's see. While you're raging, the first creature you hit with an attack becomes target of the warriors, which hinder its attacks.
Mhm.
Okay, so this thing is now affected
Yeah.
by the ancestral protectors. Cool.
Cool. It's being all whispered at. Okay,
That's action, bonus action, and the movements. That would be everything.
cool. Mud Boys. What can a Mud Boy do?
God bless these martial characters.
Diddly. Yeah. So movement speed again. Slow. Right. That one's gonna move up. There. That one's right. Around there. Actually, no, these two are just gonna dash. They seem to be converging on the one thing that's done, I think, so far.
The big threat.
So 3 of them dashing, so only one gets to do this. I will need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Ash, as it kind of just basically spews mud at you.
Is this an effect that Ash can see?
She can see mud, so yeah.
Well, then Danger Sense would be active, so that is an advantage on a deck.
Cool.
Doesn't need it. 22.
Nice. Okay.
Sheesh. Barbarians, man. God damn.
Yeah, so that is Mudboy's turn, because they're all dashing. So, Dusty Boy's turn. Hey! We have a Lumie, I think. Currently muted. We'll carry on to the Dusty Boys. They move it faster. They're just kind of gonna converge for now. Move that there. And there. Okay, so I'm gonna need both Ash and Arlaf to make me dex saves again. As these two are going to spew their dust toward you. 16 will pass, and Arlaf.
No.
Our laugh is not dexterous.
Uh,
I am a walking mountain. I don't need to
10.
be dexterous.
10 does pass. They're not hard to dodge.
Oh.
They're just little gribblies.
Good job,
that's the
Arlaf.
turn. Phoenix.
Yeah, he's gonna
Hello.
step up next to Arlaf, put a hand on his shoulder, even as he's kind of downing this pepper, eyes watering slightly as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Then he's going to
Yeah, it's very hot. It's probably one of the hottest things you've ever tasted.
and I thought I like spicy food. And then he's going to tap his staff once. The kind of crystal will flare for a moment before kind of dwindling, and as it dwindles, a kind of sphere of flame will appear
Very nice.
there. Oh, that was supposed to be.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
We have a Lumie.
Hey, Lumie. Sorry, you're the only person who rolled well on initiative. So you've already had your turn.
So your turn has already happened, sadly.
Love that.
Although you did smash a stone thingy for a lot of damage. So good job.
Yeah.
That's the technical term.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the
Yeah.
credit for that.
Yeah. And you didn't get muddied or dusted.
Right.
Yeah, Danger
Okay,
Sense
so
is really cool.
So you've cast Clothing Spear, yes?
Yep, and then I'm going to ram it into.
Am I raging yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good choice.
Glad to know I can play the Barbarian well.
Actually, I'm
So
going to
this guy.
move it
Rage,
there,
hit things.
ram it. I need him to make me a dex save.
Just that one.
I believe it's only the ones I ram it into.
Okay.
They need to end their turn within 5 feet of it.
Cool.
So
That is 10.
takes full damage.
Cool.
Wow.
Big 4.
It kind of steams and hisses a little bit. But it doesn't seem to mind too much.
Yeah, that's. He's.
You do notice as soon as you start slinging fire around, the Dusty Boys look a bit more nervous. Is it your turn?
I'm going to take a step back for now.
Alright.
That's... Yep, that's his turn.
Is that concentration, by the way?
It is.
Gargoyle's turn. I mean, the one who's been Ancestral Guardian will just bite and slash at Ash. A double unnatural 20.
Oof.
Surprisingly, those will hit me.
Yeah.
Really?
That is
Sorry, I'm eating waffles if you can hear crunching noise.
8 damage after being halved.
Oh no,
Goes
however
down.
will I manage?
8
Hey,
damage
that's double max
total.
damage. So that's impressive
Pretty
for me.
impressive.
Yeah, this is unusual for
Yeah.
you. A good attack roll and a good damage roll?
Yeah.
Who are you and what have you done with my DM?
This guy's going to kind of and start charging towards Yareth Arlath, in which case it will do the same for a 14 and a 13.
Collectively, both misses.
So, yeah.
See,
All right.
that's the kind of rolls I expect.
Thank you. I
Not
live to
always the
please.
roles we deserve, though.
No, definitely not.
It's the ones we deserve, just not the ones we need right now.
Ash has been a bit surrounded. Not a lot I can do about that at the moment. So instead... if I do that, I'm gonna take back to Am I willing to take that?
He-
Ah,
Is
I mean,
Fleet
if you're
willing
worried
to
about Ash,
recklessly
you'll
take
be
damage?
fine. Also, good point from Nat. Good point.
That's
oh,
not a question that needs asking, is it?
I mean, her friend is in danger, but yeah,
An opportunity to be beaten up.
okay. I didn't come here to be called out. Thank you very much. Okay,
It's fine,
Fleet's gonna move
What
into
do you
that
play D&D
space,
for?
which is gonna
Okay.
give 2 opportunities attack. I think.
Yep.
From
That's going to be. They're
Let's
going to
see.
try and slash at you with their
Even three.
claws.
17 will hit.
That will be 5 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
Where've my crisps gone? Fuck.
Hmm.
Important
Really
priority, man.
asking the big questions.
Yeah.
Ash, you
I
got
just put them on
Chris?
my bed and I've lost them.
And since I am now here, I'm going to swing at this stony boy.
Cool.
At advantage behind him.
Sure.
Front. 2 swings with the short sword.
Bap, bap.
Flap, flap. 19 and a 13.
19 will hit.
I think a 13 doesn't.
No.
Well, it was worth it for big 7 damage.
And that is using your magic sword, yes?
It is.
Cool.
Short sword of retaliation.
Something about your sword seems to be helping do a bit more damage than you might necessarily expect these weapons to be doing to this statue, essentially. So
do
the bonus
that.
action.
Oh, my key is too valuable right now. I'm going to use 1 key point. Bonus action for patient defense. Give myself that nice +2 AC and take the dodge action.
And disadvantage, yeah. Alright.
Take advantage of my mixed shoes.
Yeah. Snaily boy. Kind of at the behest of the statues. This one's going to kind of just like rumble, gurgle, and duck under the dusty boy because it's hovering up in the air. And it's going to quintuple Bap Alath with each of its stalks, eye stalks. So
Too many baps.
yeah, 1, 2,
Pentabap.
3, 4, 5. It is 124, 21, and 10. So I
The
assume that's
three the
hits.
3-2 numbers hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe
3.
13, 19 damagios.
Eesh.
Ouch.
Artenagios.
Yeah. And then this boy is kind of far away because they are snails and are very slow. And
Fair
so
enough.
kind of just head towards Ash, ducking under the mud boy. Alaf.
Cool. So, as an action, Arleth is going to slam the point of his shield into the ground and activate his Twilight Sanctuary.
Ooh.
So a 30-foot radius of dim light begins emanating from him. I shall just do that for myself so that I can see people. Cool. And that's just what that does for now. And then bonus action, we shall summon Naragmak,
Nice.
my spiritual weapon.
Oh, I should have saved the thing from last time, shouldn't I? I think we use this for Naragmak. There you go.
Cool.
Where are you putting it?
I'm going to put it there,
There.
and I'm going to have it attempt to whack this gargoyle.
That guy. Oh, cool. So this, your ghostly Goliath ghost thing is going to try and punch it.
Oh, probably not.
No. You see, Naragmak seems a bit sleepy today and just kind of.
And I'm not moving anywhere because I've got nowhere to be. So when I end my turn, I will gain. Is that going to roll that? Yeah, I'm going to gain 8 temporary hit points because I feel
Nice.
like it.
So is that what, plus your wisdom?
Cleric level.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, scales really nicely.
Yeah. Okay. Yarthmeister.
Yareth will peep around here next to Phoenix,
Mhm.
and that's a big boy, and yeah, so one Eldritch Blast at him, and one Eldritch Blast at the Dusty Boy
Cool.
on top of him.
We'll do Dusty Boy first.
22 on the Dusty Boy.
Yeah, definitely.
12 force damage on Dusty Boy.
Oh,
Very nice.
It is heavily dispersed. Doesn't look great.
And
then
on Snaily Boy,
I need you to try that with disadvantage, please.
15.
Yeah, so as you're kind of beamed, don't you have 2 beams?
Yeah, so one at
Yeah.
Dusty Boy and one at Snail Boy.
Yes, all right. Yes, I'm an idiot. Okay, yes. So as your beam kind of closes in on the snail, it kind of gets distorted, and it seems. Yeah, something about the shell is distorting your blast. I'm going to need you to roll me a d6, please.
Don't wanna.
I would need you to.
3.
Yeah, so it kind of seems to just deflect it into the ground. It kind of just bends in the air and kind of kicks up some dust on the floor instead.
What? No.
Okay.
Cool.
Can you
Hey,
hitty boys hit the flail boys, and we'll deal with the other ones?
It's fine,
Sure.
Yareth. Have 11 temporary HP.
Holy fuck!
oh.
Okay. I just realised I took the turns when I shouldn't. That's fine. We'll just get them for now. Ash.
The heckin' Healy boy. Hello. Can
Oh, I
just
have
reach
no
the snail
healing
from where
spells.
she's currently standing.
Yeah, so it is in this space. It's
Excellent.
underneath the
Reckless
mud
whack.
thing.
Reckless whack.
Sure.
With Great Weapon Master, and
Oh.
it will be the target of my spiritual whatchamacallums.
Yep.
Um.
That's the word. Whatchamacallums.
Oh
Ooh.
fuck! Oh,
Nope.
that's a miss. Second attack, thank God.
That is what?
14?
Don't know.
14? 14 will miss. These
Fuck.
things seem quite tough.
Oh, Ash Angie! I have to do it without Great Weapon Master, which is annoying.
Okay.
Ash Angie. Ash has used her action and doesn't really have a relevant bonus action, so that's me. She's just gonna yell a lot.
Angie.
I'd also to remind you, your braces do exist and are now upgraded.
Oh shit, yeah. I have got an inspiration. I could use that.
That's not what I said, but yes, you can.
No, I know, but it made me think.
Yeah.
Braces. Oh, look.
I didn't even.
I don't think you have access to him. But, need a decision quick.
I'm gonna put the braces on, but I don't know what they do now.
Okay, while you read that, you can do that in your
Thanks.
next turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ash, hey, friend.
Hey, buddy.
At the end of your turn, do you want to have 6 temporary hit points?
Sure, thanks.
Ferret, did you say this one was dispersed by the Eldritch Blast?
Pardon? What did you say, sorry?
Did you say this one was dispersed by the Eldritch Blast?
Not completely. So that was what it did as it damages. It's still knocking around.
Oh my god, I'm too dyslexic for this shit.
I think we're seeing overlapping health bars. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah. No,
It looks like
is.
it's still on full health.
It's there.
Oh, yeah, that's very different than what I thought it was. It looks like they're full.
Hang on, let me put it there. There we go.
Yeah, now we can.
Yes, Mudboy's turn. I mean, yeah, those 3 are just going to sail on past Ash, dodging Fleet. That one's going to hit Arlath. That one's going to hit Phoenix. That one's going to hit you.
Whoa! How did it get there? Just past the wall.
It's flying over Arlath. It had to dash, but it is there. So you can opportunity attack one of them if you'd like, Ash.
Of course, it's Ash. There we
Oh,
go.
oh
Nice.
no.
Much better.
Oh no.
Roll within damages.
Don't forget about your
Big tasty half orc damages.
Yeah. Get your well, so I think you get another one on top of that.
Ignore
Probably
that.
doesn't matter. Oh, that's great with mastered.
Just an extra 2. Extra 12.
I mean,
There's also an extra D12
I'm
from.
pretty sure I had great.
Frog.
Oh fuck! I didn't actually turn Great Weapon Master on for the opportunity attack. In that case, yeah, take the 10 off for that.
Yeah,
You
you
are
also
half
get an
orc,
extra
so you-
D12.
Yeah, half orcs.
So that's
yeah.
15 for now, an extra D12. Because your criticals are just so brutal.
Yeah.
What did I say that was? I said that was 13, 14, 15 plus 8 makes 23. Okay. Yeah, the one that makes it in front of you don't look great, Phoenix.
You kind of got smacked.
Yeah, and then I need Arlath and Fleet to make me dexterity saving throws, please. They're going to spew their mud at you.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah,
I
you're both
think I
fine.
did it.
Yeah, you just dodge out of the way.
Well done, Arlath.
And
Arlath
then the
is
one
moving today.
Ash is going to try and punch her with its fists. Oh, it's
That's
22
silly
punch her.
too.
Punch me, bitch.
That is max damage again. Damn.
For a whole
Guys roll
3.
good damage.
3 damage.
Okay.
I need
Dusty
that one.
boys.
I need that one to make me a dex save at the end of its turn.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
8
Fails. Takes 7 fire damage.
Cool.
Oosh.
minus 7. Cool. Dusty boys. This one's going to move up to Ash. That one's by Fleet. This one will flap over to Bug Phoenix, and I'll flap over to Bug Alaf. So I'm going to need Phoenix and Ash to make me more dex saves, please. They're going to spew.
Advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
Well,
And they're going to spew
danger
dust at
sense.
you.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna use an inspiration on that.
All right. I would like to remind you, these are minions.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can.
I mean, to be fair, that is a good point.
I roll
Oh,
a
do you know
nine-
what? Fuck it. Let's find out what happens if you fail the save. Why not?
I roll a 21.
All right. Cool. Did you?
Classic
That.
divination wizard.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fail a save.
You're kind of frustrated by your failure to whack the snail and kind of just coming down from the high of, nearly obliterating the mud thing. You kind of turn around in this, you just get dust full in the face. It's in your eyes. You kind of, you are blinded for a minute. And repeat the same at the end of each of your turns.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
That's not great.
Blind is not
No.
good.
What's a good blinded icon?
You can't
We'll go with that
say.
one. So as action.
It's a gooey looking eye. They need to go
Okay,
and see a
so-
doctor.
An attack against Fleet, and attack against Olaf.
A 10 will
Nice.
not hit.
Cool. I do say it was a miss, sorry.
Yeah, it's a
I see you have
miss.
big AC, yes. Alright, that's their
Yeah.
turn.
Hanky boy.
Phoenix.
Yes. Sorry. just
Hey
putting
guys, do you want to hear a
those
completely unrelated fun fact?
I'm concerned.
Sure.
I'd rather hear Phoenix's turn, but
in. Gonna
Understandable.
step to the side,
Mhm.
and then as an action, kind of rear back, hair on the head kind of glows white for a moment, and then just kind of breathe out this cone of flame in kind of this direction. Try and catch these three.
Yeah, I'm sure you could literally just catch these three. So it's dex save from all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
DC is 11
So
plus proficiency bonus, so 14.
Fails, and then Dust Boy down.
The last one
Christmas
succeeded,
again.
so
Fails.
first two take 9 fire damage, the last one takes 4.
Wow, that is terrible. Dude.
Yeah. So these Dust Boys, as they kind of take the fire, they catch, and the spark goes kind of from dust piece to dust piece, and they seem to be going up a lot faster than you might normally expect. So that one goes down, and then so does that one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good turn.
And then
Dust Boys do not like fire, so it seems.
fair enough.
I mean, I don't like fire myself, not gonna lie.
I mean, I'm a fan of it, but when it touches me, it sort of hurts, so I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, exactly.
as a bonus action, you all watch as Phoenix's form kind of hazes out for a moment, and then Misty steps over there.
Hazy stuff.
All right.
have
it
9 temporary HP.
Yeah. Stone Boy's turn. Ashley's blinded. Let me remind myself what that does. Blinded. I think it's just like disadvantage attack advantages against you.
I think so, yeah.
Or 25
I am
ability check
already
requires
attacking with
6.
Reckless, so it makes little
Yeah.
difference.
Attack rolls against your advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. Cool. Okay.
Turns your attack rolls from advantage to rate, which kind of stinks.
You're gonna have
okay.
advantage on me anyway, so unless you're
Yeah.
doing super advantage, we're good.
No. This boy's gonna.
Oh, actually, I still have movement, so I'm just going to move
Both
up.
of those miss. Oh no, the 18 hits. Sorry, I forgot.
Move up to there.
Oh,
Okay, so we'll
then
not get your temp HP then.
yeah, you won't get your temp HP.
Wait, where would the limit? Can I see the Twilight Sanctuary?
Yeah, it's dim light, so you'd probably be able to make it out. There should be a way to do it on C. There we go. Can you see it now?
Okay, I'd move to there then.
Ooh.
Can everyone see the aura now?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Mm,
Okay. So 18 hits you, I believe. Ash.
yes, an 18 hits.
Cool. That is 5, rounding out to 2.
Oh, no.
Still haven't
Fleet.
broken through the temp. There's suddenly a lot more boys around me. None of them tried to swing
Yeah.
at me, which
Boys.
makes me a little sad.
I mean, you were back to back with the cool ghost.
Yeah, cool ghost fighting instead of cool ghost romance. I mean, I felt like I was being pretty effective when I actually hit the stone boy, so I'm gonna keep
Sure.
swinging at him.
All right.
Slicey, slicey, yes please. Quack, quack. Decent whacks.
Yeah. Yeah, those are definitely whack.
For big 11 damage.
13.
Not
Oh,
13.
it's 11. I
That's
can
11.
maths. Yeah. You keep like slash chipping away, kind of in annoyance at you.
I am going to. I'm just gonna bonus action just one offhand hit with my very cool knuckle, which I think are also technically magical.
The +1, right? So
Yes. For a thwack. Whack.
yeah. Cool. Yeah, I would definitely whack for 7.
I'm just looking around at all the things around me. Look too terribly in trouble, so I'm just gonna sit tight.
Sure. All right.
Nice.
I will accept my
Snapy
temp.
boy.
Here you go. Have 8.
Nice.
Deloo. Yeah. Snapy
Hit me,
boy
you slimy bitch.
can't move around, so it's just going to move up to there. to engage both of you, and then it will. And they've all got to attack the same target. Yeah, that gargoyle looks worse off, so it's going to attack Fleet because Fleet's been attacking them. So take 5 whacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
None of them hit.
Amazing.
Fleet is just moving around these tentacles.
Just moving.
Fleet grooving.
Ain't no one seen a half elf with this much movement.
I can just hear the disappointment in Ferret's sigh.
I should have gone for the advantage because I'd have hit 3. Oh well.
You hit me 3 times, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyway, I laugh.
Yep. Oh, nice.
I'll make bad decisions from time to time. It's okay, darling.
Did
I can't even roll well. I had statistical advantage on my side. So
I
anyway,
make bad decisions every day, so you know.
I laugh.
that's yeah, I have cast a okay, right. Action. Cast a spell. Spirit Guardian.
Sure.
It'll be Radiant because Arlath's a good boy.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually does anything yet.
It's like off movement speed and
Yeah. So I've got my
which is crippling a lot of these boys.
got my second aura now.
So these 4 need to make whiz saves, yes?
I don't believe so because
It's a 15 foot, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't believe so because it's when they enter the area for the first time or start their turn there.
I
And
believe
now.
when you
Right.
cast it, that's them entering the area for the first time.
Oh, I don't
They've
like that.
on their turn.
It just says when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Entered for the first time on a turn. I would be casting it, entering it time, but that's discussion.
If someone builds a Tesco around me, I haven't entered the Tesco.
Did you?
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
I hope
but the
did.
Tesco has entered you, and then I
Oh.
realised that was a bit.
Oh.
No thanks.
And yet you said it nonetheless.
Has the
Yeah,
Tesco
obviously,
entered
but
you?
with
I-
disclaimer.
Yeah.
The Tesco is not inside you.
I would
mean,
say they
Britty,
haven't.
honey, that's for me to know and you to find out later.
Oh.
I'd say there's a little Tesco in all of us.
I would say enter implies a
little
certain level of
helps.
action, so it probably takes place on their turn instead of on yours. So
Yeah.
they'll take the damage and start their turn.
Which I am happy with. Bonus action will be to get Naragmak to try and punch this gargoyle again.
Sure.
Eric Mac, smash!
Please punch Naragmak. Yeah!
There we go.
I'll definitely punch. 11. This dude ain't looking great.
4 stamina.
7 force
Alright.
damage.
Oh, yeah,
This is
I'll have
big.
to
Yeah.
go.
And then at the end of my turn,
Oh, sorry.
I think I can do better than 8. I did! Hell yeah!
Yeah, well, it wouldn't matter either way because you just have a higher number.
I
Yeah.
think they're replaced, don't they?
I think unless it doesn't go over, it doesn't. That's what I thought
Ah.
temporary HP was.
No, it's
As soon as
choose a sort-
it applies, it supersedes it no matter what it is.
Oh, huh. Okay.
So it's
So
like
you'll just have
un-
that.
until Yareth takes damage, I'm not rolling on Yareth.
Alright.
Oh,
Riley,
Yareth.
sorry. Yareth. Okay.
Oh, buddy.
You have advantage because you're flanking. It's a melee attack.
Fuck yeah, you use flanking, don't you?
No! No!
Oh,
Right, we
God almighty.
and then on.
Just disconnected.
I don't know if it fully picked up on stream, but Riley has left the building.
Riley.
Okay.
Riley,
I'm going to
no.
let you decide what happens for you to double nat 1 this Dust Spirit.
Riley?
Bit of dust in your eye. Yeah.
We cannot hear
Riley?
you right now, Riley.
I muted myself. You
Oh.
missed me shouting, I do not need this negativity in my life right now. And then me just saying, I just fucking punched myself. I don't know, or it just gives me the double birds and then punches me. Like Yareth falls over, he puts too much swing into it.
You kind of just overswing, the thing like hovers up half an inch and you just face plant on the floor. So yeah, we'll say you go prone.
Cool.
You just
I will use half my movement to stand up
sure,
and call it a bitch,
Let you.
and that'll be me.
Fucking hell, ferret! I'm joking on
What?
my fucking grief.
Okay, this boy has
I
5
can't laugh
HP.
like that when I'm eating.
Hey, that's a
So-
gargoyle that's like being harassed by spectral
Yeah,
dudes.
sounds like he's got to make a save to me.
Oh, yes, it is.
Wisdom save, DC 14, please. Well, he's fine.
So
It's
he's
half
going
damage on save,
to.
is it not?
Oh yeah. I'm so used to cantrips. Half of this.
5 damage.
5 HP. Okay, he will kind of like. What? So they look like kind of
Nice one,
spirits, I
nice.
guess.
Favour.
Your spirit
Yeah,
guardians and boosty
they are-
spirits. Yeah.
They are spectral Goliaths.
Yeah, so they kind of like pass through, they're kind of swirling around, and kind of as they pass through, the kind of like the formation of this gargoyle kind of slowly breaks up. You kind of see like almost light as they pass through, and kind of just crumble to dust. Okay, that's its turn. Is dying. I mean, you just killed its boss, so after it makes its save, it will fail.
Same number, different color.
11. Oh no, it had advantage because it's a spell, so that's a 15.
Ah, so half that.
Cool.
Same damage, different color.
Next time I'm gonna go for just 1/8.
I
No
need you
one.
to roll me a d6.
Okay. Two.
That's a shade of blue.
It is.
Wait, no, hang on. I might be misreading the rules. Doodaloo. Give me a
Oh,
second.
That's fine.
Succeed.
Uh,
Yes, okay. I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Aha!
Ah.
Watch as I fail.
I think he's
I mean, it's your spell save DC, so yeah.
Nice. So I take 5 damage.
Yes.
Neat.
Sorry, the thing on
I
roll
will
20 is
glare at my spectral Goliaths.
Sorry, there's a discrepancy between the thing on roll 20 and the thing I read before. I'm just reading all my rules because it's formatted much nicer.
You do have a lot of rules to keep track of. I think we can give you a pass.
Just the one. Don't waste it. Don't spend it all at once.
Yeah, you literally only get one pass. Otherwise, you have to know all of the rules perfectly at all times, always. And if we ask a question, it has to be answered immediately.
Oh god, Nat, can you imagine Judge's Tower but for D&D?
Oh, right, I'm reading
Oh,
the
I
book
can.
here.
Oh. Oh, I know what I'm running next.
I'm in.
Yeah. So, sorry, you didn't have to make a whiz save, so you don't take the damage. However, your
Oh.
spell does end as it is absorbed into the kind of crystalline structure of the snail's shell.
Oh, I'm real sorry to all those Goliaths.
Oh!
Oh no!
It's kind of, and you kind of see them kind of rippling underneath the shell, snail's shell.
That snail just ate soul.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
It says its turn, and you killed the boss Goliath. That is going to be, or
It ate my ancestors. Is that not revenge enough?
oh dear.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have lowered movement speed anymore.
Ah,
because it
I
ate
can't
the
say
boss.
it's-
Stop your game
It
related
is too
outrage.
fun. It makes sense. So as it kind of absorbs these kind of souls, they will kind of ripple underneath the shell for a moment before they kind of explode out in this scintillating, glorious light. I'm in need
Oh no.
literally everybody to make a what is it?
Say dexterity.
Is he casting a spell?
No.
It's
an
a snail.
ability.
I think it's like an effect. I think it's actually a spell.
Yes, a wisdom saving throw, please.
Fuck. Okay.
It is an ability.
No, Olaf. 19.
Me too. Okay.
Right. So we have.
Do you want one for me as well? Sorry.
Poor Yara.
Yes, everybody. One
Right.
gargoyle, and then.
Oh, everybody. You mean his opponents?
Yes, everybody.
His
It's
allies
the vertical
included.
range,
Can I roll a 1?
everybody is within 30
Oh,
feet.
fuck yeah, go on, Ash.
Okay, so I need 3 and
Shit.
3.
Ash and Yareth twinning.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So it's a DC 15. So Olaf passes, Fleet passes, Yara fails, Phoenix passes, the Gargoyle passes, Ash fails, and then all but one Mudboy fail. Okay. So as this kind of bright light, there's now bright light in 30 feet around it. So everybody within 30 feet has disadvantage on the attack roll.
Oh?
And everybody who failed the saving throw is now stunned.
Oh?
Fuck.
Would this affect Ash because she's blind?
A good
I would say
question.
no. Actually, that's a good question. It says it's a light-based effect. So if she becomes unblind, she'll have to make a save then.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Thanks. I've only
all
got
but-
one source of massive disadvantage. Cheers.
So this is an
Appreciate
ongoing.
it.
It's
This is an ongoing effect.
it's disadvantage versus stun.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the snail
Yes.
shell is still like.
It is still gloriously spewing souls and light. So what's a good thing for stunned? Go with this.
I'm hoping that this is a repeatable save because oh my lord,
Stunned.
a lot of stunned targets.
Or at least it's a temporary effect.
All right.
No, it makes sense that that boy's not stunned because he's first away. And then that boy's stunned. And then who was it? It was just Yareth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you are stunned by the gloriousness of this light and the souls being spewed everywhere. Yeah.
Poor boy just stands up and then gets fucking stunned.
The light is too glorious.
It's just not going very well for Yareth, is it? He's not having a good vibe.
It's not really been going well for Yareth since he came out as Yareth Dimbuckle, to be honest with you, mate.
So just a reminder for everybody what stunned is.
I mean, that buckle isn't dim at the moment.
No. Well, his buckle still is dim.
Even
His magic.
even
Oh, it's
reflecting the
glorious.
light.
Gloriously lit up by dazzling colours.
No, it doesn't reflect any light.
It is
Oh,
incapacitated, can't move, can speak only falteringly, automatically fails strength and dex saves, and attack rolls have advantage against them.
stunning is
Yeah.
really good. There's a reason why Monk's stunning strike is notoriously very strong.
And incapacitated means you can't take actions or reactions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's Snaily Boy's turn. Over to Ash, you are blind. You still got this dust in your eyes.
You know, surprisingly, it doesn't specify bonus
Ash
actions.
is going to go reckless
Bonus
because it doesn't really
Actions
hurt
are
to do so.
bonus actions are included under actions.
Yeah,
Sorry, people were
it's a-
talking on top of each other. I didn't hear that.
Action.
Ash.
When it says you can't take actions, it means actions, bonus actions, and reactions. Basically anything with action in it.
Darn.
Yeah, Ash is going to reckless because she
Sure.
well, you've already got advantage, so she might
Yeah.
as well even out that roll. Oh, 17.
Who are you attacking, sorry?
The snail, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it's big. You can probably hear it. That's fine. 17 will hit.
Excellent.
Ooh.
That's
For
right.
7 damage.
Minimum damage.
Wow,
Ash Angie.
that's the lowest roll I've ever
Again?
seen you do.
Oh,
Oh.
there we go.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Here we go.
Roll.
That is
Don't get the extra 10.
30,
Oh, I haven't got Great Weapon Master on.
Oh, Angie plus Orc.
Yeah.
Yeah, savage attacks, isn't it?
36, that is, yeah.
Right. And I also get to punch it because dishonorable attacks from dishonorable tactics from the braces.
Also crit.
Alright,
Tell me,
yeah, definitely
please
hits.
tell me the damage is called dishonor on your cow.
Hang on, let me just change my character sheet.
Just roll the damage, roll the damage.
Roll the damage first.
There you go. Oh,
so-
ignore the obviously the
So is that
Or the
7?
extra 8.
yeah.
Okay, so it's still just up. Yeah, so you kind of, with one great big slash, you kind of just kind of Catherine wheeled round the two spirits, kind of float up. I know they can't, they're stunned, but you know, you just about miss them, and you kind of just slice right through one of the flails or the eye stalks, and it just clunks to the floor. And you hear this thing start to keen in kind of a kind of noise. Those who can speak Terran, this thing is crying.
Aw,
Good.
It's happy.
Little pussy bitch. And
Uh,
Ash just screams at it.
Sure. All right. Is that your whole turn?
I don't think there's anything else I can do, so yeah, that's me.
Okay. End of your
Have a
turn. I need
top
to make another deck save against the dust.
I assume I still have advantage because I'm raging.
You
You
can't
didn't-
see it.
You
You're
get
blind.
advantage because danger sense. Don't have advantage
Just,
anymore.
you have to see the source, which
I mean,
you very
technically,
much
it's all she can see.
no, eyes are closed.
17.
I know.
Passes, you're no
That's a
longer
flat roll.
blinded. So now I need to make the wisdom save against glorious snail light as you kind of emerge from the darkness to be.
Wonderful.
So that's another whiz save.
Oh my
yes,
god!
Ash.
Okay, you are not stunned. You just have disadvantage on attacks while within 30 feet of it. Actually, I should put that radius on. Actually, 30.
How many radiuses?
Let's see.
Fine.
There you go. So that's the radius of disadvantage on any attacks.
Ash is on disadvantage. Who's she?
Yeah. Okay, Mud Boys. 3 of them are stunned, so only this one could do anything. You're doing a lot of damage.
Oh, hang on.
Just... Ooh.
Oh, sorry, ignore me. Carry on.
Okay, it's going to try and claw you.
Cool. Matty, bitch. Oh, you hit me.
So
You came at me, bitch.
that's 20 to hit. So that is 2
You
damage.
bitch.
Oh, God. Oh, I've run out of 10
Wait,
HP.
oh.
What am I going to do?
You'll move
Yeah, you
away
did
from the
get-
fire because they don't like the fire.
Did you-
'cause that
you did
hurts.
get
Did
an
you
extra
account
six.
for the fact that you got 6 temp HP at the end of your turn?
What, another 6 HP at the end of that turn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
whenever
replaces the
whenever-
temporary
Whenever-
HP you got last time. So if you had any,
When-
if you had any temporary
Uh,
HP remaining from the last time, it replaces that.
It's whenever you end your turn within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Christ, that's nice.
I
Okay,
know!
so the snail has disabled
Oh,
all the
no.
minions for a turn. So
Only
over
got-
Phoenix.
4 temp HP.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is going to move to there, and I need, well, everything there to make me a dexterity saving throw. Those 3 automatically fail. The flail snail. needs to make one.
So where exactly are you pointing it?
I'm trying to catch the flail snail, the 2 duff mephits, and the mud mephit. I
can-
feel like
I
with
can-
a cone, I should just miss fleet.
I can take it.
You'll need one from Ash, though, yeah?
No,
2, 3.
Okay.
it's 15 foot.
Sorry, I'm just.
Like I know the grid says I would hit fleet, but that's just because it's got janky
No, no, that's why I'm
non-Euclidean
going
geometry.
to, non-jank. No, I drew that in the wrong place. Hang on.
That was my favourite thing is
You're allowed to move.
map versus geometry.
So let's put you back where you want to be.
Why am I upside down? There we go.
Get turned around.
Oh my god. Just move up. Move you out of the way so I can sleep. Probably
Well, the
won't-
wonders
isn't-
of
but,
online
oh,
Dungeons and Dragons.
uh,
Roll20
yeah.
is a fantastic tool, but it is also Roll20.
Yeah, so doing like that would hit fleet. Doing it Yeah, there's no way you can get this guy without hitting Fleet, I don't think.
I can take
From a
it.
cursory glance.
I'll risk it.
So you will hit Fleet.
Yeah, I can take it.
Right, cool.
I'm kind of shielding my eyes from the snail anyway, so I'm probably not a great judge of depth perception at the moment.
Sure. They all are disadvantaged because they're stunned. Except for the
think
snail.
I believe they
It's an
automatically
auto-fail.
fail dexterity saving throws.
Now let me look. Do-do-do-do.
Done his autofill on strength and dex.
Yes, ultimate fail. Cool. The snail needs to make it because it's not stunned.
I take a 21.
So they take, again, awful damage roll, but they take 10 fire damage.
5? Oh no, my temp HP.
Okay. So these boys are vulnerable to fire, so they just boop. That boy takes 10 damage. And you put the snail out of its misery, the keening stops, and it kind of decays away.
Then, as a bonus action, let's put this bad boy here, ramming it into the one next to Arlath, who also automatically fails their dex save.
This feels like it was more detrimental to them than it was to us.
Oh, yeah.
Surprisingly.
It takes 6 fire damage.
It was thematic.
It was thematic. It's cool as hell.
Which one? Sorry, this one? Or this one?
This one. The one
That
that
one.
automatically
so it just
fails
automatically
dex
takes
save.
6. Cool. No, 6. Quickly diggly. So your turn?
That's Phoenix.
Cool. Gargoyle boy. This fight ain't going at all well. It's lost its colleague and a snail.
Not a sentence you hear every day.
A colleague and a snail.
Especially when they're the same person.
No, it's lost the other gargoyle. That's the colleague.
I know, but it's when you hear someone say, like, he was a father and a brother. He was a colleague and a snail.
Yeah. He's going to disengage and
He's complaining about Janine at work. I'm like, oh, she's
yeet itself away.
So, when you said this was not a separate space, like this wall doesn't exist, so it's just kind of open?
Yeah, so this wall, so there's kind of a loop. That's a doorway, much like in the other
Right.
corners.
Okay.
I probably should mark. Yeah, so it's running away. It's lost line of sight for now. Fleet. It is trying to escape.
Not blind. I did run. I can catch up with. I'm gonna go at.
You just running, reckless abandon.
Yeah.
The one murder warrior would take a disadvantage attack at you for 17.
17 will hit.
Cool. For 6 damage. Yeah.
Ouch! That actually takes out my temporary. A little bit. Ow.
All right.
Okay. And
Yeet yourself after it. So you probably want to stand here because this is wall. So,
that is one.
yeah.
And make it to there because I still have an extra 5 feet. So,
Yeah.
I believe it's time to thwack. Thing?
It's time to thwack.
11
Nope.
Probably won't hit. Second
Nope.
swing. 11 won't hit. Bonus action, flurry of blows. Whack. That will hit.
Oh, well, it.
And I'm going to need him to make a after taking 7 damage.
-7. And then a constitution save.
Welcome to level 5 monk.
A 17 will save, so I'm going to hit him again.
Cool. That definitely hits. 6 -6. Because you're using knuckle dusters and then con save.
I'm not making
Or is
a
that
con
once per
save on the
turn?
last one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm saving
He's
my
looking less good.
key point.
Cool. So it's your turn.
Yes, that will be it.
Cool. Last.
Cool. So Naragmak is going to move 1 space south,
Schlup.
and I think flat roll because it's stunned and I'm blind.
Yes, you have disadvantage. You would have advantage to hit it, so yeah, straight roll.
Oh.
That'll definitely hit.
Further 7 points of force damage. Be quiet and die quietly. And then, what's it? Spells don't seem to do real good against snails, so maybe Warhammer might.
Sure. I see that logic.
Disadvantage. 21?
Yeah, it would definitely hit.
One-handed, because shield.
So that's 8. Cool.
Not magical or about it or anything.
Yeah, you can't just smash.
And then, yeah, we're fine with our current amount of temp HP.
Yareth, you are stunned by this glorious, glorious light. So you can't take actions, reactions, or move. That boy's dead. It's now living a snail. Yeah, things are not going good. So it will just retract itself into its shell. Say snails can just kind of curl up. It seems like it wants nothing else to do with anything, as far as you can tell. And at the end of its turn, was it started the turn? Whatever. The light ends. So all the people who were stunned are no longer stunned. And there's no longer advantage on the attacks.
I should have made an extra attack against the snail after I critted on it.
Ah, well. Still late now.
Oh well.
It's dead anyway. Cool. Ash, your turn.
Hell yeah, it is. I'm gonna go. I don't care about the opportunity attacks from these boys, so I'm gonna walk over and whack the other snail.
You will crit.
Seems to be giving in.
Ash will crit.
Sure.
What? Oh, will I? Oh, thanks.
Ash is going to crit.
Right, Ash crits on that then.
They don't whack you. Okay. Yeah.
So damage. Oh no, I've got to manually work out my damage. Fuck.
It's both a kindness and not that.
12 because I'm savage.
Plus 2?
6. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I probably would have Great Weapon Mastered it, but Phoenix piped up first, so it seems a bit harsh to Great Weapon Master it, knowing that I was.
Well, no, if you would have Great Weapon Mastered it, you can Great Weapon Master it because.
Yeah.
Are you all
all I did was look at the probabilities. You rolled a 20. That's it.
Nice.
Do what you would have normally done.
Oh, in that case, takes I think that much.
Yeah, that seems about right.
That sounds right. And then
You kind of land and just go.
I get to immediately hit it again.
Great split
Weapon
on the
Master.
side of it. Doing it good.
Isn't Great Weapon Master when you reduce a creature to 0?
Or when you score a critical hit.
Yeah.
Ah.
And you have
I've been using that on. I've been using that on script incorrectly.
Yeah. Phoenix and Arlaf, you hear the snail is now keening. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
No, miss with that. So I'll take Great Weapon Master off for my actual second attack. There we go.
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
Cool. You killed the creature that had given up. Big hero.
Started the fight, it better finish it.
As the snail's shell shatters, so does Phoenix's heart.
Okay, and I can't.
Intelligence of 3. It was doing exactly what its bosses told it to do.
I can't also punch it because that would be against a different target. So I'll move down here to help with this point.
Cool. I think at this point there's 3 minions left. There's no point carrying on. They're going to die or give up.
They shall die.
I know there's another boy. He just ran off the map.
He ran away.
Yes.
I mean, Fleet would catch up. Let's be honest.
I will take my opportunity
that is
attack.
We can be disengaging. We'll that in a second. Well,
I don't think I would chase. Run off. The mining operations are now ceased. Wants to run off. That doesn't change.
Okay, so as the dust settles and you kind of clear up the last of the spirits, so Fleet, you watch as the gargoyle just kind of yeets itself down the corridor, kind of patting in absolute terror. Ash murdered the innocent creature. That one's also dead. Nagmak will
Listen,
ask to be dissolved.
attacking us.
I will dissolve him.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
Phoenix is going to have a look around the room, see what they were mining for.
What do they want back here?
You
Rob
mentioned
investigation.
gems or crystals, right?
Yeah, roll me
I
investigation.
think I'm
first,
going to need
please.
to make a sheet to track my combat abilities.
I would like to assume your investigation is possible.
I will take that.
Sure. 25. Yes. Okay.
I'll just be investigating everything in the room, just looking for what they were mining, if it has
Yeah.
any value, or
Yeah.
like an explanation for why they were mining here.
Yeah.
Check their bodies as well, I guess, see if they like had the stuff they were mining on them.
Yeah. Let me math.
Double check the. Double check how the shells held up.
Quick
Yeah,
question:
yeah.
what section number are we on?
17. Okay. Yes. So, as you investigate, you find several valuable-looking gemstones. Using your, the 25. Yeah, you reckon you've got about 500 gold worth of gemstones, 200 GP ones, 4 50 GP ones, and 10 GP ones. So 500 gold in total.
Pop that in the chat for us.
200 GP.
I'm going to buy us so many clothes, guys.
2 GP. 10 GP. If you're interested in exactly what they are, we can do some rolling on the charts. But otherwise, just mark them down as gemstones.
For now,
Yeah.
Phoenix will just be pooling everything of value that he finds towards the center.
Okay, yeah. So, as you can tell, this is not a normal mining operation, as it would be undertaken by humanoid miners. This does not seem to be a natural gem deposit. It seems that they were basically just collecting rock and then using various trace elements, in it that on its own would not constitute a gemstone, but they're kind of reconstituting them into this form. I imagine you kind of caught a glimpse of it as you saw the dust method kind of swirling up a rock, and then underneath it dropped out a very, very small gemstone. So imagine humanoids probably cannot replicate this process. It seems to be something that these earth elementals just innately can do. It seems to be their own brand of magic. As you look around, there doesn't seem to be much beyond that. There's very little in equipment because they were the equipment. There's no food packs, water packs, nothing like that.
I guess the only other thing that they're looking for would be a source of disruption for the channel, the water source we're following. See if there was anything like rubble burying it, or if they just cut through the channel or something.
You pick up the channel passing this way, so it's heading that way, so it kind of reconverges back your path, and it kind of crosses over where you would be going. It seems like it's continuing back that way and then disappears into the rock. It is still dry. You haven't found whatever source of stream there was yet.
Huh. Could have sworn that would be this. Was there any kind of, if the stream was not dry, would there be a source of disruption here, like rubble in the channel or anything we can just...
It's probably a bit, yeah. But it's not an honest to goodness blockage here. You probably want to take it out. It'd probably help things. But this does not seem to be the source itself.
Do we think that they just...
imagine something like this could if it was at the source. Just this does not seem to be the source.
Do we think they just blocked the channel farther up because they wanted to mine down here? I mean... hard to say.
Just looking around, does the entire cavern seem unnatural, or does it look like a smaller cavern that they have then expanded?
Yeah, so you're 25. Based on kind of textures around these areas, so kind of this middle bit, you imagine that this was just a straight passage that connected one side of the map to the other, and then all these other bits have been mined out by these things.
I imagine they probably wanted to prevent them themselves flooding, so that's possible, but we'll have to keep going to find out. I found these. Should be sellable, I guess. I have to find a place that does jewels. Not really my strong suit.
I mean, they're certainly pretty. They seem to do something with magic, so probably valuable.
Speaking of, he's going to walk over to the snail that Ash crit, and I imagine the shell is like shattered.
It's split wide open, and then she must have, when she followed up with a killing blow, it would have,
Is there like a shard, or
almost?
is there like
Yeah,
a shard?
you
Or
could definitely get a shard. So you could kind of detach it from the body bit and give it a bit of an inspection.
Just gonna hold it out in front of him, snap his fingers so a bit of flame appears, and he's just gonna basically shoot a produce flame into the shield.
Sure.
See what happens.
So into this tiny little shard.
Depending on a big, like when I say shard, I mean like a chunk or just a.
Okay.
Like,
The one that was crit, the shell has pretty much shattered. You're not going to get anything much more than half a foot.
Yeah, half a foot. Like, that'll do. Just me.
I can't remember if you even told Ash to not destroy the shells, but Ash Aggie, sorry.
He did, but you weren't here.
Yeah.
But also rage.
Yeah.
So kind of place it on the ball, kind of back it up, and kind of project produce flame into it. It kind of clangs off it, as you might expect from any crystal. If there is magical property left, either it needs it's dissipated, or it needs a lot of work to reactivate it.
He'll try the same thing on the far more intact snail. Just right at the big shell.
So,
the one that he killed with fire.
I'm gonna need you to roll me 5d10s, please.
DM,
Yes.
is this also a good time to ask Buckle?
Yes, it is. That's a very good point.
I count one gargoyle, 2 snails, and however many methods. I don't know if all of them were.
So, we'll say you killed them all because that makes sense.
The one gargoyle got away, so subtract that.
Okay.
But I don't know whether it would affect the shell as well.
Yeah. So when the methods died and the gargoyle died, you would have gained 3 magic points, and then you kind of notice the tendril kind of sneaking out towards the snail. However, as it kind of comes into contact with the shell, it kind of trails back in. You get the it could, but doesn't want to.
That's fair enough. That's interesting. I'm at over 10.
As well. I should have prepared for this. All right.
Don't worry about it.
At the end of your next long rest.
Yeah,
you'll get
makes sense.
abilities.
But I'm at 11.5.
Okay, 26. 29, sorry, on the 5d10. Let me move.
Like, I'm not like sending a powerful attack, and I'm just like just sending a little mote of flame. See what happens to the magic.
You're throwing your familiar at it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Go, Mo, go.
Hey guys, check this. Phoenix just like yeets a bird into a shell. Just like, what?
Yeah. So this is a lot more intact. There are still great big cracks in it. It does much the same. It kind of reflects off much like you would in any crystal. You imagine that presumably now this thing's dead. If there is any magical properties remaining, they'll need something to kickstart them almost. So conversion to a magic item or use as a spellcasting component, whatever. Somewhere along those lines.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So walking over, what is the condition of this shell? Because the other one's just shattered. But
yeah, so this one's got great big cracks in it because no one took care to not damage it. So it is quite damaged. It's just not completely shattered. If you were very careful, you might be able to move it in one piece. But as I say, it is quite damaged.
leave it here for now.
This will be significantly less.
We'll leave it here for now. I imagine we can address that when we come back this way.
I mean, you have no idea what it may or may not be worth.
No, but it's a very interesting thing that
Yeah, I know.
magical properties. So even if it's like not worth anything, it's
Uh,
magically curious.
Gareth will say, I don't know what
I'm
it
just
does.
googling how much they weigh because it did say somewhere a lot. It's several £100.
I can push, drag, or lift 960 pounds.
Push/dragging this over an extended distance, it would not stay whole.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
like
pretty sure
we could get like a sled
probably-
or something. Is what I'm saying.
Ash
Like,
and Arla together could probably carry
That's
it,
a
surely.
question for later.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
a question for later.
but it's the kind of thing where we could probably find a solution to it.
It's a moot point. We should probably continue on, see if we can actually fix this issue.
Yeah, as much as this shell is like really interesting, and I'm happy to like explore it when we've got more time, we are on a bit of a crunch. I'd like to get this blockage fixed.
Crunch, you said we had 2 days. We've been at this for a few hours.
2 days
Yes,
from
today's the
yesterday.
14th. The solstice is tomorrow, and she says you alluded to that it would be done on the solstice. When? You don't know.
All right. Scoop up the gems.
Yeah.
Guess I'll hang on to those for now.
Sure, whatever.
Sorry if I'm a bit concerned about the root of the line most accursed line thing. Little scary.
Also,
I'd like to know what it's about.
Just going to pull out that chunk of rubble I got further down the passage. Does it seem to match the stone in here?
Yeah, it seems to be very similar stuff.
Okay, I'll chuck that then, because that's one mystery solved.
Arlath will place a hand on Phoenix's shoulder. Just go. Your command of the battle was impressive. Be more aware. Vigilant blessing.
Advantage on initiative.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do your temporary hit points fade?
Nope. Not until my next short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real nice. I would have had like 7 rounds to theoretically give people more, but I think that's cheeky, to be honest. It's already good enough.
Yeah. That is a very powerful ability.
I know, right?
How large are these gems, or like how much would they kind of weigh in total?
A few pounds. They're not overly large. There'll be some larger, less valuable ones. Some very small and valuable.
I shall call it 4 pounds.
Sure. I don't think it's going to affect too much on this one mission. I don't think. But yes.
That's fine. Just keeping track of my.
Yeah. No, it doesn't actually give any values for how much they weigh, does it? No.
Thanks. I guess. What you did? How did you summon that space? Some kind of localized area domain? I haven't seen magic quite like that.
It is the veil. Brought temporarily into our world to safeguard? Yes, safeguard us from fully crossing over.
Yeah, he'll kind of flex his arm slightly. I do feel different. Like, is there any visible effect from the temporary hit points from the Twilight Sanctuary?
Probably just the sort of same like black, like almost like haze, kind of. It's this like grey, misty darkness that flows off Arlath's chain armor. It's the same sort of effect, just sort of. I think it's not like if you looked at you wouldn't see it, but you see it out of like the corner of your arm. Like it looks like your arm is just sort of just ever so slightly wreathed in shadow, and then when you look at it, it almost like scurries to the corner of your vision again.
It's interesting.
Will keep you alive. Right
We'll
then.
certainly see.
During this time, Gareth will have said, as I tried to say a few times, the shell's definitely magical still. I don't know what it does, but look, there's
You didn't get a chance to make an Arcana check, and you're also learning, so I'll give you a chance to make one if you would like.
okay.
You and 32 people who might know this stuff.
22.
22, very nice. That is everything. Right. I don't
Private
know if you
message.
already know, it's just now your character knows it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's some sort of flail snail, weird, rare earth elementally thing, similar to the Stone Boys, I think. Basically, everyone here, actually.
Yeah, they were all speaking Terran.
Oh, cool.
Probably best you don't know what they were saying.
Okay. All I'll say is, like I tried to say in the fight, if we encounter these again, me and Phoenix are going to be useless at attacking these things, to be honest with you. Magic, if it doesn't take hold, it can, as we saw on Arlath, go like against it or something. But it's worth a lot if we can get it back whole.
Phoenix will look over at the shattered one and just go, how much is a lot?
I know magic stuff. I don't know jewelry.
I think with your 22, you're talking possibly hundreds, more likely thousands of gold for a completely 100% intact one.
Gareth will not say that.
Right.
What instead he will say is, pointing at the slightly shattered one, the one he's next to, he will say, we'd possibly get a few hundred for this one.
Experimentally, and I'm not expecting this to work, Phoenix will walk over, place his hand on the shell, and start casting a minute of mending. See if there's any effect. No. Well, it's definitely magical.
Anyway, shall we carry on so that Fleet can do what Fleet needs to do tomorrow? Because I wasn't
So it's
paying
about
much.
afternoon now. You've been going for several hours now.
Yes, please. Thank you. Fleet's been bouncing on the balls of her entire time. She hasn't stopped moving.
No offense, we can talk about like how people's magic works when we're not on the clock. Sorry, that was an attempt at humor. I'm not sure how to really do jokes right now. Just go.
Yeah, just big old Goliath hand on the shoulder. I believe you were successful. Ha ha ha.
That is the least convincing laugh I think I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Marching order, I guess. Back to what we were before. So Arlath, Ash, Fleet, Fenith.
Arlath and Yareth, zero humor buddies.
And for me,
Okay, so
Well, no.
so what did you say? Arlath,
I believe it was Arlath, Ash,
Ash,
Fleet, Phoenix, Yareth was the original marching order.
Fleet.
Nah, Yareth had a sense of humor when he was Yareth Sebastian Lieb von Knucklestamp. He doesn't know what it is right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
and Arlath's only had the company of dead people for the past 2 years.
Fuck.
All right, so this is our marching order.
classic Arla.
Hey,
What a
some of the funniest people in history are dead.
Our marching order. Continue forward.
Okay.
I
So,
love the fact. I love having the tribal half orc having the least interesting backstory is my favorite thing.
oh, you don't know
No
half of it
heartbreak
yet.
hidden here.
We don't know your backstory. You can't
You
judge.
do get whispered to by dead people. I think that is.
Yeah, but only when I'm really angry.
I think
No,
that's
it's
a-
other
And
times when
also
you're
some of the rest
sleeping.
of the time, but shh.
I don't know if that's a
Just
backstory more than
out.
it's a psychosis.
I mean, it is a nice jumping off point for the two people here who speak to dead people.
Yeah.
Sounds like the start of a great friendship. A buddy cop movie about two people who talk to dead people.
It's a fair point, actually. Did Arlath have any reaction when Ash kind of summoned spirits. Actually, no, you can't. We can't see them.
We
Can you?
wouldn't know,
So,
we can't see them yet.
All it
We have
is
to
is
come
a
back good.
whispering in her head and the enemy's head. So, as far as the rest of you know, there is nothing
She's
visible.
just an angry.
I assume eventually, as she levels up, they will start becoming more visible, though, right?
We shall see.
Think
You're
we'll
not
have
high
to
level
find
yet.
out.
It's
I
a
have
buddy
to
cop
survive
drama.
in that dark.
What do you mean?
At the
Level
moment,
5?
it's all whispers.
It's a
Um,
buddy cop drama, but we've both got the same gimmick.
You're both the straight
Oh,
man.
I'm so here for that.
Anyway, what was it? Yeah, so you carry on down the tunnel. Much like
the straight man.
so, as you kind of head away from the relatively open, relatively light space into the incredibly claustrophobic, pitch black space, there is a certain pang of longing in each of you as, this is getting unpleasant again. So once more, as you delve on,
flame. Just hold a kind of candlelight flame as we walk.
you do have your ever-burning torch. It was given to you.
I believe someone else has that.
Can we give
I
it
can't
to Lee?
remember.
I got the torch. Okay.
Yareth's got the torch.
Oh,
It's
apparently
on my
Yareth's got it.
it's on my character sheet.
All right, okay. I'm just letting you know that you do have it as a party. But yes, you can produce flame to your heart's content. Yes, as you carry on, it gets back to points where you can't quite go fully wide. Some of you have to kind of turn and go sideways. There are bits where you have to get down on your hands and knees and crawl. This is not a passageway designed to be walked along. You carry on in this fashion for another couple of hours, and it is getting on towards when you estimate on a typical day of travel you would be thinking about stopping. This has not been easy going in any sense of the word. It's been quite difficult. It's kind of just when you're talking, maybe bash around the idea of potentially stopping for the day. Once again, you start to hear very rhythmical ting, 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 ting,
Man,
far off in the distance.
It's going to be a recurring theme.
got another one.
Well, I mean, this time we know not to damage the shells.
About that.
If possible.
I'd struggle.
There seems to be much less. So from this one, there was quite a lot. Because each of the snails, there are 5. There are gargoyles. There seem to be far fewer in number. What's up ahead? There's one kind of main tink, and then there's a few kind of very minor scrabbles almost.
Might be worth reattempting diplomacy.
Yeah. We had that one gargoyle who ran away, so probably know we're coming. They unblock the river? Bit more understanding? Maybe if we ask them why the
Hopefully.
river's blocked in the first place, maybe they know.
The last ones stated that they could not leave. Perhaps something is anchoring them here.
Possibility. Well, I don't speak the language, so it's gonna be up to you two.
And such fine diplomats we are.
I trust
I'm going to
y'all.
ignore that one.
Well, here, Phoenix, swap spots with me a bit closer to the front so you can talking.
Do a bit of an awkward sidle.
Yeah, you do the awkward shuffle.
We just flexible.
Phoenix,
Yep.
Just in case combat happens, Yareth is going to cast Armor of Adeptus on himself. Gain back
Sure.
the spell slot through the buckle.
Yep.
And then, if you'll allow me, can I hold to cast a Mage Hand for if combat starts?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
You could just have a mage hand floating next to you, couldn't you?
like
Yeah, but it only lasts a minute.
Spell is
Yeah.
like when you've drawn a
Okay.
bow back ready to shoot.
You
And
could-
as anyone who's ever fired you, holding a bow pulled back for more than a few seconds is very tiring, very quickly.
In which case,
Holding
can I?
a sword above your head, like you're ready to strike. That's what holding a spell is. You can
In which case-
mentally prepared, but you can't use the prepare a spell action. Essentially,
That's fine. In which case, can I just cast Mage Hand and then every minute
oh yeah, sure.
I'll recast it?
Is it a
It's
minute?
invisible to every. Yeah, it lasts a minute.
All right.
It's telekinetic mage hand.
It's invisible to everyone but Yareth, but it'll just be right to his side.
Sure, yeah. You can have it out. Yeah, that's fine. All right, yes. So you're carrying on towards this noise, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any different, or are we just marching in like we did here?
Just plonk, plonk, plonk.
Yeah, I think stealth's a bit moot at this point.
They know we're coming.
All right. So, as you start getting closer to this, these sounds of mining, eventually you start to pick up the occasional splash or ripple of water. Does not seem to. It's not the ripple of flowing water. It's almost as if the water is stagnant, and occasionally someone is walking through it, or some dust gets dropped into it, or something like that.
Yeah, so it's like the bounce is being reflected off the walls. It's not like flowing. It's not like it's moving.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be. It's like you occasionally hear a splash. It's not a continual ripple like of a flowing stream. And yeah. Un momento, por favor.
Si, senor.
So. And then drag y'all on over. Boop. So yes, as you see, this new cavern kind of appears out before you, and you see, again, several of these kind of spirity creatures, at their work, continuing to mine. You can draw line of sight to the heavily injured gargoyle who Fleet let go, and they seem to be right at the side of this rather large thing. They are approximately the same size as Arlath. There's probably an inch or so in it, and they seem to be made out of pure dirt. Layered over them, kind of made out of these great chunks of stone, are these kind of it's basically plate armor. As I say, it seems to be chiseled out of just plain rock. It's a hulking figure. They seem to be wielding a giant hammer, again made out of stone. It is an impressive figure. Just give you an image for the stream. Show to players. Show to everyone. There you go. So you can look at the picture, but don't read the stats because that's cheating. Yes, that's roughly what it looks like. As I say, it's about the same size as Arlath.
I like his hammer.
It is an impressive hammer. He is big. As you kind of all walk in, this spirit didn't actually seem to be working. It seemed to be waiting for you. It will kind of chatter, and the chatter will kind of spread out among all the other spirits, and they will back the F away from you.
Yeah,
Because
thanks.
you mess stuff up. And the
it's-
big guy will kind of just move out. Kind of
As soon as they're in sight.
through the water. He don't look happy with you.
Thanks, I'll just clear his throat and just say, in Terran, surrender, move on from here, and you won't be hurt.
You killed my children.
Whoops. At
Yes,
least
we did
no
do
one
that.
can say we be out here making orphans.
Phoenix kind of looked back at the group, then almost shore himself up. Sort of go, yes, we did. And that is the reason why we are offering you the chance to leave. We don't want to see anyone else hurt if we don't have to.
You would have me turn aside from my honor. Let my children's lives go unpunished. Lives,
I will
deaths.
let you leave this place.
Sorry.
Okay, part of him has to be made of coal. He's got black lung.
Yeah, this guy's 40 a day.
His lungs are
Oh man.
Yeah, he'll pull out a cigarette, light it.
Oh god, he's cool!
It's pretty cool.
All the
already.
cool
Oh
stone
no,
elementals,
he
you
is.
say.
Pull out a pair of sunglasses. Yeah.
Look, we don't want anyone else hurt here, but we'll do what we have to. You're not supposed to be here.
Phoenix, to the water.
What authority do you have to say I cannot be here?
You're blocking that stream.
All the earth is my home, as was preordained upon the creation of this world.
Look, buddy, one more step forward, and I'm going to take that as hostile action.
All the earth is your home. Then surely you can go elsewhere and still be at home.
And why should I relinquish any of my home to you murderous scum?
You know what? That's fair. He's got me there.
Just want the water back.
I'll have to just sort of think on that for a second and kind of like look at Phoenix and be like,
Right, that was a step forward. Phoenix,
The green one.
third level chromatic orb, thunder damage at this one.
Alright. Make that attack roll.
oh, we're running on no
we're fighting then, I
fortunes.
guess.
Ash getting ready to rage.
Ooh, that didn't ask me what level I wanted to
Getting
cast for that.
ready.
What level are you casting?
It normally does it damage.
Yeah, we'll ask you when you hit damage.
3d8 plus 1, so 5d8.
Yeah, 20 will hit.
Ah, yes, so it did.
Wow. That's
So,
He just walks through it.
10 thunder damage.
Yeah, he took it.
Phoenix,
holy shit.
Give me the green one and the rest of you can go. Else face me here and die.
Alath will raise his shield
Yeah.
and say, "It is time for your eviction."
Yeah, Phoenix will turn back to the group and in common just say, yeah, no, negotiations failed.
Did you
Back
ask
to the
him about
usual.
the water?
Step back.
Look out your punishment on every drop of blood that is spilled.
Oh, get over it. We don't have time for this shit.
You can't hear him.
We can't
Ash,
understand him.
yeah, no, Ash
I know,
is
but
so
somehow
fed
that's
up
what
with
Ash
this.
is
Yeah,
thinking.
she's
Ash is
so
just
fed
hearing
up.
a lot of words, and words make Ash angry.
Ash is just getting bored.
Was that with advantage, Phoenix?
That was not with advantage. I just remembered as I clicked it.
There you go. There's the advantage.
Behold, the legendary powers of Alath
Oh
plus
no!
0.
Oh no!
Go!
By crit
Oh!
Oh, yes, Ash!
Ash gets to go first. Thank goodness.
The fact you rolled a 20 is impressive.
I can't help but notice its health bar didn't move, and that is concerning.
that does.
It's
I mean,
just only a very little bit.
it did move a little.
That was
bit.
10 damage?
That's
Yeah,
that
it's
looks
10
like 10 damage.
He's a big boy. He made out of rock.
I think we found the boss.
Oh, this guy's technically in the comic because you let him go. I should probably roll initiative for him.
Does he want to
Even
fight?
He'll probably spend most of it panicking, but I'll put him on the thing just in case. Okay, so everybody...
Maybe he'll just run. That would be nice.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like everybody.
Okay, we'll go with this one because the name's appropriate. Actually, no, that's way too chipper.
Worst struggle of a DM.
No, it's 2. 2.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I just want this to be epic.
No, just this entire campaign, I've only just realised. I've completely forgotten about gnome cunning this entire campaign.
What does gnome
Yeah, we'll
cunning
get
do?
this one. Right.
You have advantage
No.
on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves against magic. I don't
It
know
also
how many
nice.
times that's come up, but I've never done it.
Oh,
It also means that Yareth can like touch a gnome and get double his proficiency bonus on identifying important historical facts about that gnome.
Fuck off now.
Oh, that was a bit of a thinker, wasn't it, Riley?
No, it wasn't. As soon as you said about knowledge, it's just like, he's going for a stone cunning joke. He's going for a fucking stone cunning joke.
All right, Ash, let's get it.
Landed.
Ash ready. Ash raging. Ash whacking.
Right.
Ash smash? Recklessly?
Just a normal attack, I think, to see how we do.
Okay. Is this reckless?
Yeah.
All right.
Testing.
Oh dear.
15 will not whack. This boy is solid.
Additional whack. There we go.
Must
that
insert
will hit.
additional whack. 26 will hit.
That looks a little better.
Still not great damage though.
Well.
I
hang on a
rolled
moment.
well, but it's not as much as she can do, is it?
Well, yeah, but you didn't.
Do I want
It's
to
your
give in
approach
to
to damage
braces
every
again?
time.
I hit
Okay, so that's
17.
17.
Do I want to give in to braces again?
Okay, and that's non-magical, so it is 8.
Sorry, did you say give
Um,
in to them? That's a concerning choice
Yeah,
of
I'm
phrase.
going to give in to the braces
That is
again,
the phrase of the braces you give in, yeah.
and I'm going to punch him.
Alright.
It's
You
all
realize
on
you can have
you.
more than one ability.
Sign her on your cow.
I know I can, but the other option I was going to choose would require me to take 10 necrotic damage, so no thanks.
That's a lot.
You're a barbarian.
Yeah, but
I
not a
already
bear
took
totem.
5 in the last
Support-
fight, and it
you can-
reduces my hit point maximum, Yara.
You can take multiple in the same tier.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Ooh.
Choose abilities from this list equal to your proficiency modifier.
Oh, heck, that's good. Which is
Yes.
not very
I think you said this last time.
Okay, yes. 25 hits for 7, half, 3. It's
which
not.
other ones to choose? I'm going to go for focus strikes as the other one. I'll choose the other one in a bit.
Okay, Dusty Boys. I mean, Dad said go time, so go time it is.
But it's time to rumble.
That will move up to there.
Dad said it's my
Dash
turn
keep
with the,
up.
to mess with the adventurers.
These boys will just be getting into range. Okay, I need you to make one deck save, please, Ash, as it's going to attempt to dust you
Okay.
again.
Is an
Little
effective?
bitch.
Oh god, we're fighting multiple Thanoses.
Yeah, I
21.
definitely say. Okay.
Well, it's 21.
Big boy's turn. He's going to overhead slam down on you. Okay, that is not the boop. There you go.
Well,
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
Ow.
so that is 16, so
We've
8.
still got our temporary hit points, haven't we? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it is 8 HP, and then slash 6. I feel almost bad. 60, 10.
Under.
So that's 32 thunder, so you don't resist it.
Oh.
So you kind of down, and then there's just this force that
That's
slams
the.
out from you.
That is the most we've ever seen Ash's health bar move. Oh dear.
Do you want to hear the best part?
He hits
So,
again.
it's 19
Yeah, he hits me.
for 13, half to 6.
Oh my lord.
So I imagine this just brings you down to one knee.
Nearly killed me.
Yeah. You bring your axe that's kind of parried, just the sheer force of it just drops you down onto one knee. There's this shockwave that will ripple, probably past the rest of you, kick up, loads of dust. After almost only her one hit, it will turn back to you and say, "Flee or die. Fleet.
I assume in Terran again.
Well, I can't understand what he's saying, but he does make a compelling argument. However, he hit my friend, so he's got to get the bop.
Sure.
Very quickly behind him.
Mhm.
And I'm going to start swinging at him. Just saying in all manner of languages, don't hurt my friends, you big bastard.
All right.
So...
He gotta take that off.
Advised, fleet.
What languages, out of curiosity?
Hmm?
What languages, out of curiosity?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Gnomish.
All right, cool.
Just in
22 definitely hit.
with that damage, I'm gonna Constitution save just to suss him out.
All right. Is he proficient in con save?
I hope not.
Hang on. Sorry.
Oh, I just realised I can get rid of all of my all of my elemental stat block sheets now.
Oh.
Why?
Because my level 20
Level
druid
20
died on
druid
Sunday.
died.
Oh no!
Got all my
We've been-
decks slurped out of me.
Was it tasty?
Not for me.
No.
Okay.
The servers haven't been the same since.
Oh no. Okay, cool. So con save 21.
Yeah, 21 will about do it.
I rolled like 2 to get that result.
This ability hasn't been working
Yep.
for me very well, so I think Fleet's just gonna abandon it for now. Take another swing with the sword.
Big boys generally have good con saves.
Another 5 damage.
Cool.
Um,
-5. Right, chipping away from him. He is starting to feel it.
yeah, and thankfully it's a magic weapon, so no way it's resisted.
No.
I know that there's a bunch of boys behind me.
No, there are some things that resist magic attacks. Just
like
not
Ash,
level 5.
for example.
I swear to God, man, if I retire my main character, have the campaign ending, and Ash dies in like the matter of the same fortnight, I might just die.
So there's a bunch of boys
can be
who are about
arranged.
to come and hit me. I am going to bonus action
I need-
patient
Don't
defense.
think that's rude.
All right.
Yareth
Grab-
is directly behind you. I could shoot you with damage that you
Is that
can't
your
resist.
turn?
That's action, bonus action, and movement, so that will be
Cool.
my whole turn.
Mr. Arla, sir.
Cool. A different aura this time, as
Mhm.
Arlath speaks under his breath in Giant, and this grey mist from his chainmail just sinks to the ground and begins flowing along the floor as I cast Aura of Vitality.
Mm.
And then, hey Ash, as a bonus action, I'm going to give you 8 hit points back.
Woo!
Thank you, buddy.
And then move to here to be like, to this slot.
You shall not pass.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
are very small and could probably fly over you.
Oh yeah, it's more like
They appreciate the
Being-
gesture.
being imposing, you know. But yeah, that's Arlath.
Cool. Mud boys. I mean, Barney over there. Dash. 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 Getting in on that choke. Phoenix.
Wait, do they have like really low movement?
The mud ones do, yeah. They're 20 foot.
They're made of mud.
Yeah, they are made of mud. Mud not fast. Mud
I've seen
slow.
a swamp go anywhere in a hurry.
Anyway, Phoenix.
I mean, that is just too tempting. Yeah, he's gonna upcast 3rd level staff flares and another flaming sphere.
Cool. So, right here.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
That
Is
is-
it doing anything that appears? Or no, it's the end of their turn. Right.
and I'm gonna bash it into this one. Why not?
That one. Deck save for the dust boy. Nope.
7 points of fire.
7. Double to 14, because these boys don't like fire. He don't look good. Right.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. Okay, is that your turn?
Then step back. That's my turn.
Okay. Daddy is showing you what's what. I think that massive crit on Ash has, bossed this guy. He's going to duck under all his friends, and he's going to try and go for fleet.
Advantage.
Yes.
Do it once again.
And claws. Hey. Now he's up here. No, he's getting flashbacks. He's scared again.
Just giving him a side eye like, you really want to be here?
Don't you dare, bitch.
I'm going to.
Yareth.
Cool. I will just move up slightly. Can I see Big Boy?
He'll have cover, if that affects anything. Because you've got Ash and Arlath in between you and them.
There is nowhere that I can go to not have him have cover, so we'll just go for 2 shots.
Yeah. It's only half cover.
$26 and 16.
26 will hit. Roll then blast.
12 damage.
You kind of take a solid chip off of his shoulder. He kind of... He did not like that. Cool. Doing anything else?
Do I want him to move? I think I do. Can he make me a strength saving throw, please? As I telekinetically shove him.
19.
19 versus my spell save. Yes, he passes. But he would feel a force just shove him from that direction. Which turns out I do not actually need the mage hand for. I misread that ability.
That's alright. Okay. Ash, back to you. You got
That
big
really fucking
down
hurt.
on you.
Yeah, okay. First attempt is going to be with Great Weapon Master.
Sure.
I have advantage from flank.
So you're not reckless.
No, not reckless.
Cool.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
dear.
This is a crit heavy session.
Oh my god.
This is about to do a lot. We'll hope.
You crit me, I crit you.
Oh,
Family.
dear.
There's a
Holy
max
shit.
damage in that, and there was another nearly max damage.
Holy
Exactly.
shit.
That's
36, 48.
that's a lot of damage.
What, 57?
Yes,
I got to hit him
57.
again for free because I critted on him.
You get to hit him 2 more times.
Ash
Yeah,
doesn't have a
three,
magical weapon,
actually.
does she?
Nope.
Ash doesn't have a magical weapon, does she?
You gotta get her a magic great axe. Oh my god.
That'll be a miss.
Yes,
take-
heck a
I'll
miss.
take Great Weapon off for the next attempt.
It probably hits. It just, it's a glancing blow.
Clang.
It doesn't do any damage. So
Okay.
that's
Nearly
26.
another crit.
Yeah, that will hit.
No, disappointing. Oh, that's shit.
So that is 16 half to 8.
Then I punch him.
Sure.
Honor.
Just check how it works. Yep. Excellent. Take that one off. Fuck Ash. Go on, girl.
The bonus damage is near nothing.
So 6, 7, 8.
Everything all right at home, Ash? You seem very angry.
Yeah, so you whack this boy for 1. He whacked you for 1. Yeah, this is going.
Ash whacked him for
interestingly.
2.
Ash has got a lot less health than this dude, though.
Yeah,
Also, he's got
was
disadvantage
killed
to
as
attack
she did
anyone that isn't me.
a quarter of his health. So.
He has
Sizable
disadvantage
chunk.
to attack anyone that
Yeah.
isn't me. by the
Alright,
way.
you doing anything else?
No.
Cool.
But he's
So
got
it's been-
disadvantage to hit anyone else, and if he tries to hit
Yep.
Fleet, not only does he have disadvantage, but Fleet has resistance.
Yeah,
Oh.
cool. Okay, Dusty Boys, they don't want to end up next to the sphere. So they go on hover over here and over here. They reckon Dad's got Nasty Orc Lady, so they're going to try and bind Fleet. That'll be 2 deck saves, please.
Can do. Not at advantage. Ah, there it is.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my
Why
inspirations.
do I want of him?
I'm going to use one of my inspirations. Roll that natural one.
Sure.
One inspiration. Try again. Much better.
Okay, cool. Nice. We got 2
Thanks,
here.
guys.
One will try and blind Arlath, so deck save.
That's more like it, Arla.
Yeah. Okay,
That's more on brand.
yes, so you are now blinded for a minute and repeat the save at the end of your turn. Right now. I did it in the right order, because now this guy has advantage to hit you. 22.
Yep.
That would be a whole 3. There you go. I finally rolled min damage. Okay.
Cool. And
Big boy, he's not going to attack anyone else. He's going to put you
Miura
down to the
goes
dirt.
down.
Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, so whacking the nasty half-orc. Actually, first, does he get his super attack back?
Oh.
No.
Oh my god.
Ish.
So, roll to whack, that is a...
That miss, because he doesn't have advantage.
Yes, because you're not ricocheting. And a whack.
Another miss.
I will use a point of DM inspiration to read
Oh, no!
Oh no!
There it is.
20. Say 14 plus his bonus of 7 makes it 21 to hit.
That will hit me.
Cool.
Plus his bonus of
That is 11 damage. Meh.
just 11.
Fine.
Right, she halves it, so it counts as 5. So
Jeez,
It's fine, guys. I've got 8 whole hit points. I'll be fine.
like an effective 16. It's great.
yeah.
So many.
What else would he do?
I mean, he's got magical attacks that my resistance is ignoring that'll knock me
Mhm.
out, but
Yeah, no, he's happy to stay there. Fleet, back to you.
Shit. Because I was a dum-dum and used a lot of my key points in that last fight when I really couldn't have. I always do this whenever I have class resources.
Eric as a DM will always teach you that there is another fight round the corner.
Always another fight around the corner.
I do probably do too many one fight per long rests. I probably do that too often.
Do I think my friends can handle this big guy after I just saw Ash rip the shit out of him?
I mean, that's up to you.
It's just the river right. Well, fuck. God damn it. Fleet is torn, so I'm going to hit the gargoyle who ran away from me earlier because Fleet is angry and doesn't know what else to do. Swing,
Huh?
swing. Fuck.
Nope. You slice out and it kind of dodges under you. That's what it's doing when it wasn't hitting you. It was dodging your attacks. You two are just in a dodge stalemate.
Bonus action, 1 offhand hit. Try to punch
Sure.
him.
Nope.
Just kick him in where his shins would be, but it's rock, so it just hurts my foot.
Yeah, you kick it and it's like, ah. It's like when you kick a door in frustration. Yeah. Alright, do anything else?
It's kind of in a tizzy right. Friends are in trouble. A source of what's about to be running water nearby. There's a lot of people around me. Just gonna sit still, just again bouncing on the balls of her feet because she doesn't know what else to do.
Alright. Olaf.
Ooh. So, I don't believe there's any sight required for this, which is nice.
Okay.
A shimmering field appears around a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. Nothing says sight in there.
Type in the chat just so I can have a glance. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say you have a vague idea of where most of your allies are, which is probably good enough.
Ash, +2 AC.
Thank God,
As
thank you.
the shadows that were formerly on the ground rise up and just wrap around Ash's body, forming a
Nice.
shield of faith.
Cool.
And then just a blind swing at this dust.
Alright, disadvantage.
cast bonk.
No, the crit.
Yeah, you do.
You do not bonk. You miss. It kind of just if you
That's fine.
just notice, it just floats up half an inch and he misses it.
And yeah,
Gareth
that's. Oh, sorry, Riley. Continue.
Gareth just struggles to hold in a laugh. That was it. Sorry, just a bit of flavor.
And that's Arlath.
Cool. End of your turn. Dex save again to not be blinded.
Arlath.
Yeah. you're
Yes,
never
Arlath.
I did it.
blinded. I did the thing, Mom. Okay. Is that your turn? Yes. Okay. Mud boys. What to do? There's a big ball of fire there. They are 10, 20. That boy's going to be there. That boy's going to be there. That
My
boy's
reaction
going to be
on
there.
those guys.
Sure. First one, I guess.
Yeah,
Might as well
just
say it's that one.
first one that runs by.
Sure. Definitely hit.
Big 8.
That's it. Cool. This boy don't want to be near the fire, so he just gone go. Yeah, he'll be a reserve. He'll come in after everybody else is dead. Not that he thinks like that. Okay. Yeah,
This is fun.
they're going to hard commit to downing Ash.
It's not going to take them very
So
much.
19. Oh, no,
19 hits.
no, okay, sorry, I should have. We'll go bum, bum, bum. So, yes, only the last one advantage, that's technically 21.
Doesn't matter either way it hits.
Yeah. Alright, so. 5, half to 2. Can this boy do anything? I don't think so. No. Phoenix.
Bonus action, let's move that up to here and ram it into this one's space. Can you give me a dex save?
Cool. I think it insta dies, no matter what.
And if you roll totally minimum damage.
Sorry, no, wait, that was. So it's 4d6 for a third level.
Pretty sure you get an extra D6.
I
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
it is 2d6, so it's 3d6, yeah. 12 fire damage, rams into its spot.
Yeah,
There.
that is it. Goes up in
Yeah.
flame.
Move up there, action. You guys have seen Phoenix produce flame before, but this time he almost extends the motion. The flames flare a bit brighter, and instead of like this just flicker of flame, it's just this bolt of fire that's almost with a fist.
Against 2. That boy. Okay, you're shooting the Ash, so you will have cover. That's fine.
It's tiny.
so-
He can duck.
I was going to say, I'll just shoot it over Yareth. Like, I'm taller than Yareth.
And
Come
I
on,
no
it's
longer have
already-
that bleach hat.
Just roll the die.
It's already flying in the air.
Well, make your attack roll. That does it.
Boosh.
5
Ooh.
boosh. Yeah, that's
Full flat
another
check,
crispy boy.
baby. And then step back to there.
Cool.
That's him.
He hacker crispy. Cool. Mr. Gargoyle. He gone move, so he has advantage.
Fair.
And you're just in your stalemate. He's going to try and break it. It's a
Both of
20
those
and a
hit.
17. Cool. That is 11 damage.
Ow.
Slashes you and kind of noms. Yareth.
Yeah. Bonus action. I'm here now. Misty Step.
Nice.
And then we will. This is wall, I'm assuming, isn't it?
Yes, that is wall.
It's savage.
Yeah, I should have moved here, but.
Right.
But yeah, Yareth will move round to there and then fire 2 beams at this dude.
Cool. Pew pew.
Go on, Yareth.
It's that
Phew.
Go
wall.
on, son.
Double hit.
Go on, son.
Nice.
Pew, pew.
16.
Not the best, but that's force damage. We'll accept it.
He's starting to look a bit unsteady.
Can't see his health bar because of the blob above him, but I'm assuming he's looking smaller.
A little smaller, yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Ash, just do that
You're
whole
doing-
turn again.
That's
Yeah, just
That's
get
me,
in
that's
there, it'll
everything.
be fine.
Ash.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Ash going for Great Weapon Master Whack to start with.
Okay.
A 4 chance. I believe it.
4 chances at advantage.
Nope.
I'm going to use inspiration on that.
Alright.
Just take whatever the first roll is, I guess. Oh,
No.
well, never mind.
Wow.
So that
It's
misses.
infectious.
So you still have another attack.
I use Great Weapon Master or not for the second attack.
Go for
And
it.
it's very much your choice.
We need the damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No.
I'm not. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I punch him.
There it
Punch
is.
him!
There's
Oh my
Just
god!
punch him every time.
How
Why-
many crits are you getting?
All the +1, obviously.
How many crits are you getting? Like, this
So
is
many.
silly.
That's
Many
like, that's like
missing.
4 or 5 at this point?
Yeah, alright.
Just like critically gut punched a rock.
That's
For an
6,
extra
7, 8, half
1
to 4.
damage. Woo. Huge.
Huge if true.
I mean, you get
I mean,
brutal
I
critical
punched
on a
him real
punch.
hard, guys.
Do you get another
I
1
punched
damage?
him real hard.
Alright, cool. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Dusty boys. That boy is by a fire. He no likey. He gone duck. Yeah, he can make it around to there. But that's fine.
We had a
Somebody
great-
make it to fire. Somebody gonna get scratched.
Only we had a great ball of fire.
Nope. This boy. Yeah, they still reckon Dad's got the barbarian, so he's just gonna scratch Olaf. No.
No.
And then the other 2 are dead. All right. Big boy, does he get awesome attack back?
Please no.
All right.
Please no.
Whack Ash with advantage for a 26.
Yeah, he hit. I don't know my character sheet at the minute, but yes, he hits.
So that is 13.5 to 6. You have
Oh,
6
I'm gonna have to do my half orc thing.
Okay, so you're dropped to
Relentlessly
what?
endure.
I have 1 hit point, and I'm
Cool.
so angry I won't die. Now.
25.
Oh
There it is. There it is. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
Well,
even with minimum damage.
All right.
bonk.
Wait, you're not dead. The cause is for dead. You're
Oh.
unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Ash down.
You're a PC. You get to do death saves. You're cool.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to roll death saves if you don't want to.
You can just die, I suppose.
But you
No,
can,
I like
can
this
go
character.
down,
I'm commissioned art.
you can go down to the knowledge that your thingy job saved either Fleet or Arlaf from taking the attack from this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If I took 53 damage, I would be dead instantly.
Yeah. So after knocking Ash down, he's going to turn to the rest of you. Well, you two who actually speak from once Arlaf and Phoenix and say, "Flee or die."
I don't get what you're saying, but just unblock the
To
goddamn
you, it
river.
just sounds like,
Grumble, grumble, rock noises, grumble, grumble.
Speak common, damn it. Unblock the river and we'll go.
Do you speak common?
Yes, because you come into his home, therefore he should speak your language.
Yeah, that's the American way.
Right, Fleet, it's your turn.
I think you learnt it from us.
That's the American way. Thank you very much.
No, it's a classic.
Sorry, I don't
British
understand. Not
thing.
British.
It's
Well-
a classic British thing to go up to someone when you're on holiday. Say it in English. They don't understand, just say it louder.
Louder and slower.
Yeah.
Bubble.
Yes, Fleet's in trouble.
Fleet's in trouble.
I mean,
Fifty?
yeah, I don't have.
Gee,
I don't have big beefy friend anymore. I'm in danger.
I don't have big beefy friend either.
Insert Ralph
Yeah.
meme here.
I'm in danger. Huh. Okay. Don't golem thingy behind me has been annoying, not deadly. Giant guy has been incredibly deadly.
He's not killed any of you yet.
I mean,
He's about to! Fuck, I feel like we're just in a... I'm just gonna punch the man and scream at him, "Stop it, my friend, we just want the water back!" The sword is moot at this point, she's just punching. she's mad.
Sure.
Just a normal hit, because I don't have a friend that fights anymore.
I want to kill you so much, I'll not stab you.
Yeah, return to monkey.
19 will hit.
Back, I want to be monkey.
Go back, I want to be
That's a
monkey!
magic, yes. So that's 4, 6. Cool.
And one bonus action offhand. I don't think.
No.
Just punching
No.
rock, just repeatedly, just stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!
You kind of take a chip off with the one hit. He does seem to be looking for his next target. Okay, is that your whole turn?
Can't move towards the water, so yeah.
Mr. Arla, sir.
Could you either move me to the top or Ash to the bottom as I step into that space?
Two back. There you go. We don't care about Ash. She's dead now.
Ash is
Uh,
fine.
He'll have left his what's it, warhammer on the ground there. I shall
Okay.
reach out to touch this dude's face
Okay, so you legitimately just dropped your hammer.
because I need a
Okay.
hand to do this.
Okay.
Go!
That definitely hits. Roll with them d10s.
Necrotic.
So 22. Does he do anything to necrotic? No.
He heals.
Little did you know I was evil rocks the entire time.
That's an old meme, the fair gets it.
Where's?
I've done it to 2 separate groups of people once, and it still hasn't been let down.
Because it was funny.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
And yeah, Alath will just sort of have shield raised, hands
Yeah.
still like wreathed in shadow.
This guy's starting to look a bit unsteady.
When he goes down, his buddy boys will.
I fucking hope so.
And that's me.
Cool. Mud boys. Yeah, he got help against Fireboy, so you can opportunity him if you'd like, Alaf.
I don't have a weapon.
Oh, just
Punch him.
you could punch him.
Roll
Yeah,
his
that's
strength.
fine. He's just
Sure.
made of mud.
Fair enough. This boy moves here. Actually, no, there's a sensible way of doing that. Sensible. There you go. So you can opportunity this one if you like, Fleet.
Yes, please. Yeah, punch. Don't hit. Fleet is panicking.
Then this boy moves here. Okay. One attack against Phoenix. 16.
I like that
Shield.
Arloff has just stepped over his mate's unconscious body.
Sorry,
We're
did you
not
say
friends.
hit Phoenix?
Shield.
Shield. Okay, cool.
Ash doesn't know that.
2 on Olaf. Boop, boop.
Aha! No.
That'll be a 15 for Zeglement now. Then 1 against Yareth. Punch for a 13. Will 13 hit?
No. No.
Cool.
14
And this
is
boy
AC.
gone move outside of the fire because he no likey.
That's real annoying.
So you could reaction them if you would like Olaf. And then, no, you've already used it. That's their turn. Phoenix, you are slightly cornered.
Just double checking the wording of a spell.
That's all right.
I don't believe I've used my reaction. I chose not to use it.
Goes to not punch.
Oh yeah, whatever.
I have a much more important reaction I need to hold on to.
Hmm. Yeah, that'll do. Action second level cast magic missile
Sure.
3 into this one.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, second level cast magic missile all four into big boy.
All 4 into big boy. All right.
Gosh. That's 4.
44 plus 4.
44 before. Yeah.
All force.
Blah, 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 blah. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 force damage.
He is starting to look not so happy.
Oh, close!
Give him the ball.
Give him the ball. Like that scene from Shrek. The chair. Give him the chair.
Yeah. Bonus action. Slam it into him.
Right. He's not good at dex saves.
Hopefully, he's not very
Actually, no,
dexterous.
he's not that.
No!
But he still takes half damage.
This is a joke.
That's why I roll in front of players. So that would be
Takes
7,
3 fire damage.
3.
Then
Like Yareth might be getting the kill.
Is Yareth about to punch this? Sure you can.
Is that your whole turn, Phoenix?
just double checking.
Well, you can if you want.
Much point there. Yep. That's him.
Mr. Gargly Goyle has a tasty half drown in front of him. A non
Understandably.
with advantage. So it's a 13 and a 23.
13 won't hit.
Cool. So 3 damage.
Thank you.
Oh dear.
Leeds having a rough time.
Yarth. You got Mud Boy on you.
Yeah, DM, I have a question.
Yep.
The wording of sphere specifically states if you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw.
Yes.
What if the creature was to ram into the sphere?
Can you pop it in chat, please? Phoenix.
A very good question.
Doesn't say anything if a creature walks into the sphere.
Can you just put it in the chat so I can read it?
Yeah, must do.
Because I have a stupid idea.
I'm all down for stupid ideas.
I don't think I can post it in.
I'll copy and paste it.
There you go.
Got it?
Description only.
Give you. End its turn.
Actions.
I would say technically doesn't say anything if you move into it.
I mean, you are walking into a sphere of.
Which implies to me either it occupies a space and you can't, like you couldn't walk into a creature's space, or it just makes sense that you have to take the save. And it would also make sense to take it at disadvantage because you're inside the AoE.
In which case, can the big boy make me a strength saving throw, please? As I would like to try and push him into the sphere telekinetically.
course,
Please fail.
I will DM inspiration.
Yes!
DM inspiration. God damn it.
Why? Why, damn? Why would you let me not have this fun?
Because this is the closest. This is the closest fight you've ever been.
Fine, I'll just shoot him twice with Eldritch Blast then.
Oh no.
Was that a bonus action to attempt to shove him then?
It's a bonus action to shove.
All right. Neither of those Eldritch Blasts hit.
Oh no.
Well, you tend to give disadvantage anyway because you're in a melee with another creature.
Have another chance, because that's one disadvantage attack. You could roll insanely well. It's possible.
I'm going to use
Not
inspiration and re-roll.
All right.
19.
No, because that doesn't matter because it still takes the 10 to its disadvantage.
Yes.
Well, no, when you use
No,
inspiration,
no,
you re-roll.
so you
re-roll the
die
10,
at the 10. So I'm re-rolling that. So on your
Okay.
disadvantage you have 20, 19. So the 19 will hit.
Smash him, Yareth.
9 force damage. Don't.
10 H.
Oh my god!
He's got one. He relentlessly third.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Ash, can you whisper save me your death save? Thank you.
And I hate to say it because I've only just realized this, but Ash, you take a death save.
You're
Oh,
within
fire.
5 feet. Oh no.
Yes, and you're within the.
I forgot about you because I couldn't see you under Arlath.
Yes.
Oh Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
Dust Boy attack Fireboy. 21.
That'll hit.
6. Dust Boy attack Goliath Boy for 18.
That'll hit.
That's 5. I assume the other Dust Boys are dead, because I can't see any. Big Boy's turn. Does he get Big Smash? Oakley dokley.
Important thing there is he didn't say no.
That is a 22 to hit, Fleet.
Yeah, 22 will hit.
That is 12 damage.
Ow. Still alive, if only barely.
Whacker the Goliath, 26.
Yep, that'll hit. I am going to reduce that by 15.
Okay, so you take 17 damage. Because as he whacks it down on you, the point glows with force, and as it strikes you, there's a wave of thunderous energy.
And
Probably damages like your shield and stuff, all of that jazz.
The
And
mountain
then-
stands.
And then he burns to death.
No, it's only at the end of his turn.
Yeah, he can
He
move.
can schmove.
Yeah,
He
he
can
does have a
walk.
movement speed.
He can walk away.
But you would take opportunity attacks.
He would take 2. So,
He wouldn't. I don't have my reaction.
I have mine. Wait, do I? No, it hasn't been my turn yet. I don't have my reaction.
Okay,
Oh
here-
no, he's gonna go kill the little one,
He's a bastard.
not the younglings.
Sorry, should I just let him? Would he just let himself die? No.
He's sandwiched between two combatants on his last legs. He doesn't have that tactical awareness.
Well, he knows that we've both swung already.
He's far smarter than any of the other things you fought today. Okay, that's his turn, Fleet.
Fleet, do not be standing next to the flaming sphere.
Dumb gargoyle's in the way of me getting advantage, but I have to swing at him.
Yeah, this is a big pit.
I'm going to swing at the Rocky Man because I'm angry.
All right, that will hit.
Punch.
How are you going to down?
Uh,
Hell yeah!
he's
Fleet!
as big as Arlath, right? And how tall is Arlath?
Yes, 7 foot, whatever.
Yeah. Fleet's going to jump onto his back and just with the knuckle dusters clap him twice on his temples.
Okay, so you kind of, as he moves away, you kind of grab onto his arm and kind of just use that, and you swing up onto his back. You graze up with your knuckle dust. You bring it down in his head once. It cracks a little. You bring it down again. It cracks even more. You bring it down a third time, and it just explodes into dust. And as the rest of its form, that wasn't these solid stone plate armor, follows suit, and it all collapses beneath you. You kind of you ride the back piece of the plate armor down, and you just stand there.
And on my way down, I'm punching this other gargoyle because I'm still pissed.
You shouldn't have let him live.
Punch again, and bonus action,
Yeah,
punch again. Damn it!
Okay, 26 hits for
Another 9.
Cool. Yes, you're attacking me with knuckle dust, so that's fine. Yeah, cool. Is that your turn?
Well, I can't move closer to the water, and I can't move closer to that flaming spear, so yeah, I'm just gonna sit right here.
Cool.
I'm happy.
Olaf.
Cool. Reach down, poke.
Thank you so much!
Boop the dying.
Thank you so much! I was so close to death!
Oh, you're still in the flaming spear.
She won't be.
That spear's gotta move.
But for now,
And then I got 2 little lads right
Yeah.
here by me. So bonus action, we're gonna recast Shield of Faith on Arlath, and
Okay.
then move to here.
okay, that'll be a
Oh, there's Edge.
boop.
Oh, thank
And,
goodness!
boop.
No!
21.
Yeah, Arlath goes down.
So,
Oh no!
I-
so you moved there.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You fucking
and then you
Party
get down
healers
there.
down.
Yeah, healer. I definitely have lots of healing spells prepared.
You have
Definitely.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And
So
I
it's your
mean-
turn.
then you take a death save.
Yeah, at the end of the turn you fail the death save because of the flaming
Yep.
sphere.
I mean,
Damn
maybe
it,
they'll
Phoenix.
just run away because we beat the big guy, and maybe.
Sure, yeah, sure. That
Uh,
we beat up their dads. They're gonna run away.
I mean, they can be scared. A man can dream.
Okay, so you killed Dad. There's nowhere to run to because this is solid wall. This is. I'm just trying to draw a line. That's not an escape route. It's not a continuation of the tunnel. This is the end of the tunnel.
I see.
I mean,
I can fly back down the other direction.
No, there are people on the ground. I think we'll carry on for now. So, Whacker the Wizard, Whacker the Warlock,
Yeah, that'll hit.
Whacker the Warlock. No, okay.
Warlock does not get hit.
That's a 7 damage to Phoenix. You
Please.
passed your. I actually done damage to Phoenix. Alright.
Action?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another
There you
one. Ooh,
Goes bye-bye.
probably just in time.
No, not just in time. I really wanted that sphere to hang around.
A little bit
Well.
longer for these dusty boys.
Yeah, this
so
girl is
glad
going
that the sphere
to
is gone.
go over to the
Don't
Fleety
hit.
boy. No, alright.
Thank you.
Thanks. Back to you.
That's somewhat upset my plans.
Tell me you're not just gonna
Thinks that we should
fireball
run
this
away.
whole
We
group.
should have listened.
He said it like I have fireball.
doesn't have fireball.
Guess I'm gonna risk the disadvantage. No, you know what? I'm gonna reaction. I regain that at the start or the end of my turn.
Beginning of your turn.
So if I use my reaction, if I cast so essentially if I cast shield on my turn, I have that until the start of my next turn, right?
Yes, I believe that's how it works.
Let me just.
Understanding I could be wrong.
I will double check that. Until the start of your next turn. Good. Right. I will risk the attacks of opportunity to move to there.
Slam and slam. No.
Don't even have to shield. That's fine. Firebolt this one.
Cool.
Oh,
Ouch.
I'm gonna DM inspiration that.
You can't use my inspiration.
Right. Can use my inspiration for that.
Oh yeah,
That's just how powerful Phoenix is. He's like, gimme.
So that one takes 11 fire damage.
Thank God they're vulnerable to fire, and we have fireman.
I don't think that's why I included them.
So I moved there, 15. There's no point moving there, so I've got 50 feet movement. Yeah, I'm gonna risk another attack of opportunity to move to there. That's my turn.
Slapper.
I will shield that.
Slap at the wizard. Except not. Okay. Gargly Bogoyle. Again, nowhere to run. You killed Dad.
Yeah.
I'm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. 11 doesn't hit. Because I have Yareth at my back.
19?
opponents.
I assume 19 hits.
Yeah, 19 will. Please roll.
Alright.
Well,
7.
Fleet falls to the ground unconscious.
Fuck.
Oh, we are all gonna. This is gonna be a fucking TPK at this rate. Oh my god.
Okay, move over to the Warlock.
Gareth, buddy, you gotta carry us through this.
He's surrounded by 4 enemies.
Oh yeah,
I'm aware.
if that secret is something that will just instantly explode all 4 of these enemies, now's the time.
Yeah, I remember that invitation, which is just you can just kill everything that you didn't see.
Everything in a 5-foot radius of you explodes. They come down with a deadly case of explosion.
Can the gargoyle make me a strength saving throw, please, as he feels a shoving?
Of course. 6.
Down the pit.
You hear kind of the of the Terran dialect. You hear the of its claws against the side of the wall, but
What does Phoenix hear?
eventually. Well, it's just a no, basically.
Just pot.
It's just, screaming as they go down the pit. It just makes more sense to you.
And the 2 methods up here, I'm going to Eldritch Blast one at each of them.
Cool. I'll be disadvantaged because they're in melee.
Yeah. Left hand boy. Right hand boy.
Give the crit.
They both hit.
They're both hit.
Mhm.
Cool. Left hand boy takes 13 force damage and is shoved 10 foot away from me. Right hand boy takes 11 force damage and is shoved 10 feet away from me.
Into the pit.
They can fly.
Ah, damn it.
They are flying.
Yeah, they are flying. Technically, the guy got to fly speed, but I didn't give it to these ones.
Wouldn't they be like here? Off that way.
Oh, is it directly away from you? Sorry. Yeah, I just back, but yes, that makes more sense. Wait, no, be
10 foot away
10.
from you in a straight line.
Yeah, 5 10.
Yeah, if he wasn't flying.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Is that your 10?
I'm kind of thinking I just want to get them away from everyone. So Yareth will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cool. The one dude will have a
Yep.
17.
That'll hit.
Cool. 4,
He'll-
6.
And he'll take 15 cold damage from my armor of Iceborne.
Oh yeah, it's the first guy that's actually hit Yareth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's going through this whole combat untouched while 3 of us are down.
Just checking. That's 15 cold damage. 1 5.
Yes, 15.
Cool. That is Yareth.
Yes, and none of these mud boys are looking amazing.
Sounds good.
Ash, you have been spared the dying, so
Yeah.
you are fine.
Stable.
Thank God.
Dusty boy, there's one Dusty boy. He don't like the fire boy. Please
Take a
die,
swing.
fire boy.
5 will miss.
Okay.
Aha.
His turn.
I return.
Dead boy, fleety boy. You know what to do.
Desk
You
is.
can slash R space 1d20 to whisper it to me. No, slash GR.
I can, but then the streams. I want it to be.
Oh, yes, that's really good. Yes, sorry. I always forget that. Okay, noted. Alas, much the same.
You guys get to whisper your.
Cool. Mud boy.
Imagine if Arlath died in like second combat with the party.
Spending
Can we not
time
imagine
and
that?
after spending so much time going, do not die. Just rocks
He's
up
the
and
first
perishes.
one to die.
These boys have done quite well. There's
It's
no
alright, he's only
girl,
going back to somewhere he's more
there's
familiar
no
with.
dad. You two are looking quite sturdy and are putting out a lot of damage. I think mud boys are running away. There's no
Thank
one
God.
stopping them from going down this side of the passage, so they just will.
Ow!
You better run in Terran.
Sure. Do you want to try and kill this boy?
Yeah, he'll take a step back, risk the attack of opportunity.
Sure. It's kind of a formality, but yeah.
I mean, if you crit.
Cool.
He literally just takes a step back, rears back the
Okay.
hand for a punch, and almost does like that 6-inch, and just the bolt of fire will just slam into his chest. And then he will
Empty.
run forward. Doesn't have an action technically this
Yes.
initiative turn, but he will be attempting to.
Yes, I shouldn't have. Yes, because there's no insta heal, so I guess we should probably do it in order just for the posterity.
I'm not going to lie,
Um,
he's going to step over Arlath and try and stabilize Fleet.
Sure, fair enough.
That's a big steppy.
Yareth.
Arlath is not a small
More of a
man.
hop than a step, but yeah.
Also, you've got to step around Ash first, so he's got to like jump over 2 people.
I imagine he just steps on Arlath.
It's alright, though. Ash is only.
He,
double.
he lets out like a little squeak.
Medicine, yes.
Need to get some WD-40 on that boy.
Can you remind me, friend, if I fail this check, is there any way that the situation gets worse for them, or is it just they won't be stabilized?
If it's a medicine check to stabilize, I'm pretty sure it's stabilize.
Only if your DM is evil, and I don't think I'm that evil.
I was going to say, are you evil?
No.
Cool. Then I will attempt it with a -1. Cool.
My God, Riley, you don't just ask someone if they're evil.
Oh,
Ash
no.
is find fleet.
Okay, round 2.
And Aleph, you might as well do yours as well. And then, Phoenix, you can make your...
What are the
Phoenix
odds?
will
save.
stabilize fleet
Yep.
with a quite frankly awful medicine modifier.
It's got to be better than
Got the
-1.
best medics for something.
Oh my God! Does fleet wake up? Is that like a nat 20 on a death save?
I don't think so. I just think she's
Ah.
stabilized.
Oh, that would be really nice, because I actually have a good medicine stat, too. Fuck.
I think for now.
Yeah, just stable.
And then...
Okay, so Phoenix will move out the way.
Yep. Yeah.
Sure, we'll try.
Can you record your things on your sheet, Nat? Because I can't see them.
Oh, sorry, that's because I don't use that sheet.
Yeah.
Where did they go?
Go right under the temp HP.
There you are.
Cool. Yes. Alath is now stable.
Bad
Right,
fuck
that's
for that.
everybody knows bleeding out now.
Oh,
Right.
we're all stable.
So,
Phoenix
Still
will
did
let out a
loads of
long
damage
breath.
to it before I went down, so I'm alright with that.
Phoenix will let out a long breath. Just go. Well, that was rough.
yeah. So,
To Yareth as the only one conscious.
there is more we could do today. Are people wanting to do that now? Or
I mean-
save it for next week?
It's 6
I'd like to get
to
in a-
11.
I'd like to get in a
Yeah.
short rest if we can.
Shit, it's almost 11.
Not as in
God.
game.
In my head, it was still like 9 o'clock.
It's
we
'cause we
haven't
haven't
taken a break. We blasted through the combat this
Yeah.
session.
I should have done a break before the
Got
second combat.
blasted through the
Plans
combat.
to,
That too.
but forgot. Yeah.
I'm
So,
so proud that you knocked out my girl. Well done, Ferret.
are we
Congrats,
wanting to? To be fair, it was the crit. Like nothing beyond that. Yeah. Are people happy to go on to like 11:30?
I am.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got no to be.
Right. Cool. I think we'll try and take a 5-minute if we can break, just because I really need to go.
Who is it? 11?
Yeah.
I need
Right.
some wobblers.
Yeah. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Bear with
Oh,
us.
Ferret, I have a confession to make to you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rolling With It. Hope you had a good little break. So, I think we'll get right back into it.
First thing, once we're sure that
yes.
everyone's stabilized, we'll move
No.
everyone to either
Yeah.
more comfortable. Like we'll drag them over here onto what looks like.
First things first, can Fleet, Arlath, and Ash roll me d4s, please?
Yay!
fine.
Yay!
That's good. Okay.
Oh, laugh.
I'm big man. Sleep for a long time.
Arleth sleeps for a long time. Arleth went down.
I mean, you were down with the power attack, right? Yeah, so it makes sense.
The two people who took the giant slams take longer to get up. That makes sense.
Fenix will hook his arms under Fleet's shoulders, just look at Yareth and go, "Little help."
Yeah.
And people over here.
The feet just lift up into the air, and Gareth will start to move Arlath slightly.
Well, surely it's only 1 foot if it's a mage hand. But yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So it is late in the day. You were thinking about stopping before you came here anyway. And so I assume you're just going to try and set up a rudimentary camp for the night.
Yeah.
What
What time is it? What time is it exactly?
Oh yes, 6:30, let's say.
It's still a bit early, but yeah, we can definitely set up a camp.
It'd be about when you'd be stopping if you were traveling on the road. You had a hard day.
Yeah, we'll move people over here, set up a bit of camp around here, good sight lines down the 2 tunnels. Or does this actually?
Yeah, so that's not a tunnel. So there's so you probably have time to look around. So there's a hole in the wall under which the stream would be flowing. There are miscellaneous rocks and stuff kind of all cluttered along the length that are all impeding the flow. And you can see kind of just here before it leaves, there is a considerable stack that seems to be the proper blockage. There's also a reasonable sized one here as it comes in. Not enough to completely block it, but enough that you imagine there's probably a lot of water behind there. And that when you unleash it, it will probably start, it will come flooding out.
So yeah, as far as Fenix is concerned, game plan is move everyone into comfortable positions, set up a bit of a rudimentary camp, then have a look around this cavern, unblock anything I can find, and generally have a nose around.
Sure. Investigation, sorry. Yeah. So this is much the same as what you saw. You imagine this cave was a lot smaller before. Presumably these people started their mining. Much the same, you find these gemstones lying around, including 15 10 GP ones, 5 50 GP ones, and 2 more 100 GP ones. I'll put that in chat.
I shall add them to the pile.
15 times 10 GP. And it was what? 5, yes. 5 times 50 GP. 2 times 100 GP. In amongst that lot, you also find
300.
1 300 GP diamond.
So 2,100.
Heck.
Ooh.
Diamond. What's the diamond economy like in this world? You know why I asked.
Not massive.
How big is it?
He'll I mean, this is Fenix. He doesn't. It's gems. He'll just add that to the pile.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's broadly what you get. Again, there's nothing in the way of equipment, food, nothing like that. These people seem to just be surviving off themselves and possibly the earth around them. It's difficult to say for sure.
Yep.
There is also this boy's plate, quote unquote, plate armor and his massive hammer.
I'm going to leave that where they are.
Sure. And then there's miscellaneous piles of mud and dust that was once methods. But yes, that is what you find.
Were any of the boys that we killed magical?
Yes. So you got 3 for the last one.
And we didn't kill it,
This
all
was
the
supposed to
methods.
be a shopping session, and it ended in nearly a TPK.
I did
believe
not
we
see you
killed-
shopping today.
believe we killed 3 of the methods.
Yeah. So it'd be... Yeah, the gargoyle died down the pit, so that wasn't in range. And then
So
Beat
3
Boy,
methods in the Earth Elemental.
yeah, that's another 4.
I don't know where the next point is, but we're already at
Yeah,
15 and a half.
We'll come to that next session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after an
Yeah.
hour or so, Fleet, you come around to probably about when Phoenix has satisfied his exploration lust. Yeah.
Yep. So is the river flowing again?
So did you say you would actively?
Yeah,
try
as part of kind of
Okay.
moving around any kind of blockage, I would see, or just like kicking it apart, or just
So as I said, you imagine there's a decent amount of pressure behind this one,
behind.
this top one, where it'd be throwing in from.
Right. He'd spend a bit more time then just carefully picking it apart, just so it kind of releases the
It's only
flow.
a small one, so it goes and stuff like that to release the pressure. Sure. Yeah, if you're staying here for a night, you'll have plenty of time to manually do it. Rose is more than intelligent enough to be able to do it slowly and carefully, so as not to wash everybody away. All right.
While he's doing that, Gareth will sort of we're doing the opposite roles here. Set up a campfire. I'd like start like putting out the available bedrolls and stuff, just so that people can preparing a little bit of a camp.
Yeah, you can put a blanket over them, put a pillow under their head, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's all you two are doing, Fleet will come around. Don't know if there's anything you want to do. 3 of you.
Okay, not dead. Start.
Yeah. We lived.
How's the
Our life will be happy.
how's the unblackened coming?
Getting there. Just a bit of a build up.
Mind if I just off to the other side of the river before it starts flowing? I would rather not have to climb across it if possible.
All right.
I mean, yeah, that's up to you. But for reference, Arlath and Urashi would be over here.
It's just gonna other side of the river, waiting for it to start flowing. Not have to cross it again.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, we've got this.
You're a vampire. You're not allowed to cross running river. Like.
No, just fleet and flowing water, for
Okay.
reasons that you know about.
Sure. I imagine you would have done this one first to allow the flow for the releasing of the pressure, because otherwise you're just putting more water in here that can't escape. Right?
Yeah. If it goes all the way through, then
Yeah. So yeah, it
Yeah.
cuts all the way through. So it goes under this bit.
yeah.
So I imagine you would unblock this one, and then you unblock this top one.
And given the cabin, it was
Yes.
like this used to just be a channel anyway. There is now more room, so there's very little chance this will like flood once it's flowing properly.
As I say, you reckon there's a decent amount of pressure behind here. Or so you want to do this one first, so it can flow as you start.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
slowly
no,
release this. Yes.
You do that one first, and then come over
Yes.
and just carefully
Okay.
pick this apart.
Oh, yes. All right. So,
He would call out to Fleet when he wakes up, like, if you're not too groggy, we didn't get much of a chance to look over that guy's armor. If you want to have a look.
Oh, sure, yeah. Take mine off. Good. Investigate the giant mountain man's armor and see what turn out.
Arcana,
Leave my armor
please.
alone.
Arcana, please.
No, the other mountain man.
He was a dirt man.
16.
Arlath's hammer would still be just sitting here.
Yeah, so from looking at it, looking at the armor itself is, as I say, it just seems to be great big chiseled blocks of stone. There is no medium-sized humanoid alive who could wear this without having a movement speed of 0. Like, that is not a challenge. That is a statement of fact.
That's fair.
To everybody who might be thinking,
I immediately saw it as a
Hey,
challenge, I won't lie.
yeah,
But
yes.
braces, right, mean that my movement speed can increase by 10 feet. So, can I put it on and use my braces and have a 10-foot move?
No.
Why would you want it? You're a barbarian.
That's not
I
how
know,
anything
sorry.
works.
While
Rules
Well-
as written, actually, I think you'll find. Sorry, I should have said actually, shouldn't I? Actually.
Oh,
Actually.
Yes. So
Guys,
So the armor
let
is
Riley speak.
very heavy.
Thank you. While Fleet is checking over the armor, they'll just hear his Yareth's voice in their head, just going, "Hey, you don't look great. What's up?"
Well, just look over to Yareth, just very confused.
Yareth's not even looking at Fleet. He's focused on the fire.
Fleet will start to answer out loud, but then realize that Yareth is not looking. Remember the whole mind thing, and start to think, well, besides the claws and the bites and all of that jazz, just running water was never really my thing. I'm used to seeing water in like a well, really small amount of it that you just pull some out of to get drink. Maybe take some for a bath. When there's a lot of it, just not my thing.
Okay. If you need me, if it's that bad, just give us a shout. It'll have to be literally. Only I completely forgot in the 2 weeks I've not been here that Yareth speaks in an Irish accent.
that's all right.
I'll that sounds better. You'll have to literally shout, but can't do it like this unless I initiate it. But if you need a hand with anything, if it's that bad, just give us a shout and I'll be there.
Well, that's appreciated. Glad to know that. Yeah,
It's no problem. We're family, right?
Fleet. If you were looking at her, which you were not.
If Fleet is still looking at Yareth,
oh yeah,
at that there will just be an eyes up and a wry smile.
Fleet looks like she's about to cry. Been a long day. Fleet just doesn't say anything. She just nods and goes back to investigating the armor to see anything with it. And if not, we'll just set up a bedroll on the side of the water.
All right. Yeah. So, as I say, it just seems to be made out of pure stone. Doesn't seem to be anything intrinsically magical about it. Presumably the magic was part of the dirt thing itself, and that is now dissipated. Now it's gone. So these are just slabs of stone. If you could be bothered hauling them, they might be worth something to a collector, but beyond that, they're not of much use. You look at the hammer again. That just seems to be mundane. It is a maul. As I say, it's just made out of stone, but there's nothing magical about it.
Damn. Well, in that roll on this side of the water.
Cool.
Phoenix would finish unpicking the channel and then head back over, and he'd just rest up against the stalactite, take an hour's short rest while we wait for the others to pick up.
Eventually, Ash will wake up. Then a bit later than that, almost worryingly long later. All right. Anything else people want to do tonight? As in game?
Just gonna be like, ouch.
Ouch is right.
Glad you guys handled the rest of that. Thank you.
Arlath will get
Yeah, we're here to pick up the slack.
Arlath will gather Fleet and Ash around. Well, they don't even need to be that close, but he'll spend 10 minutes and 8 hit points back to Arlath, Fleet, and Ash.
Nice.
Thank you. 9 hit points is so many.
Or barbarian.
Oh my god, I've actually run out of rages as well. I've just realised.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Long days fighting.
A couple of them scampered off after you went down, so I don't know if they're sticking around, but probably worth getting some rest before you head back. Job's done at least.
I think if it's just the little ones, we'll be all right.
Let's not take any chances.
Yeah,
Can't set up Ash.
let's grab some rest. Head on back. We'll have to come back here anyway to hear what they have to say, so might as well be here when the day starts, right?
I just like to see the day start, to be honest.
On point.
It's about 10 in the
By
evening.
the time Arnath wakes up, yeah.
It's about 10.
And
You're
it's-
not going to see much sun for a while.
It's basically a day's journey back to the shrine. Say. Unless
So like,
you-
at this point, we might as well sleep, or we'll take exhaustion.
yes,
Nice.
basically. All right.
Well, you say day. Given the time frame you gave us, it's about like what, 6-hour journey just walking.
I mean, if we're not stopping to fight.
Possibly closer to 7 or 8. You started out reasonably early in the morning, and you stopped, had a fight, and then it ended about. You got to here about 6 o'clock. So it's the most of the day, pretty much.
I think we're gonna have to stay down here. Is basically the conclusion that I am coming to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking a long rest. Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll keep watch.
Will seeing people like getting ready to take watch and all that, Aleth will just say, I can provide refuge should we need it for the night. It is admittedly not terrifically spacious, but outside of dedicated spellcasters, pretty impenetrable.
Sounds good to me.
Go for it.
Sounds like
Before we
comfort.
do, Phoenix will set up an alarm spell in this passage.
Ritual casts Tiny Hut.
Woo.
Oh,
Just
hey,
a-
a spell I
just
don't have
tiny.
to take anymore. Nice.
As Aleth just over the course of 11 minutes, slowly constructs a dome of shadow.
Cool. Alright.
People will have to be like in it when he's making it, but
What is it, 10-foot radius, so 20-foot sphere.
so I started making
yeah.
a square, and now I cannot stop.
Oh, I think we've all been there. Yes. Okay. So long rest. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Yep.
That? Yeah.
That is, yep, that would
Are
be
we
it.
still keeping watches with the dome as well? Or?
I think we can probably all just.
Phoenix is going to leave Moat outside the sphere, but he's just going to
Sure.
sleep.
Okay. So
I can take the first watch. Something small comes along, I'll be alright until you guys wake up. Says Ash, who has no rages left.
Ash,
And-
go to
And
sleep.
would also be taking the rest from inside an impenetrable dome.
So-
Ash will be like, it'll be fine, but the second she is in the dome, she is asleep.
Okay. So
So here's an interesting interaction. The dome specifies the inside is dry, but half some of the dome is in the water.
Well, I
think that's
only put it there,
regardless of
like-
weather. A river is not weather.
Yeah.
Uh,
River is a
Well-
natural formation.
it means it's not
I-
going to
I-
rain inside it.
Yeah. Sorry, I hadn't seen the river square. We'll have it there so that let's budge Ash over.
All right. So yeah, it is difficult to know exactly what time it is when you wake up.
You say.
Yes.
Phoenix will know, but the rest of us have no idea.
I'm not
If-
sure it works when you're unconscious.
If I will,
You can have an educated guesstimate, but it will not be exact
DM.
by any means. Yes.
if Yareth knows that this spell lasts 8 hours,
Mhm.
and Phoenix told us what the time was before, Yareth will know.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Yareth will remember this.
Yeah. Okay.
For if anyone woke up in the night, Yareth was not sleeping.
Okay.
He was just keeping watch, reading his book.
The
That's a
dome
point of
probably fades a good half hour before anyone stirs.
Cool.
I imagine you're getting your solid, say, 8 hours, and probably a bit more. Yeah. Okay. So you assume day dawns, even though you can't see it. Yeah. What do you?
Well,
Morning.
Phoenix will show the rest of the group the collected gems that have been found and go, well, it wasn't an unprofitable venture, at least.
yeah, I think that's enough for services. Heck.
Yes. And if you will notice the 300 GP diamond in amongst the collection.
Oh, nice. Just sort of.
I assume you recognize it.
Yeah, Alath
Recognize
recognizes
the
what spell
value.
it's for, and
Yeah.
almost seems to look at it with like fear. Probably isn't the word, but like almost like a reserved concern.
To Phoenix, it is a diamond.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to everybody else, it's a diamond.
And that's just a really fancy way of casting chromatic orb to Phoenix.
That's like 3 chromatic orbs. Nice.
It's chromatic orb for the Boller Wizard.
I mean, it does
Oh.
specify at least 100 GP, so I could
Yeah.
use a 300 GP diamond to cast it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where we need to get you a true res diamond.
Chromatic orb!
Let's just head back. We've got a long way to walk, and rather just be there sooner rather than later. This whole prophecy thing is, yeah, I won't lie. It's starting to get to me, and I'm really concerned about what we're about to hear.
Ash claps Fleet on the back of the shoulder. Whatever it is, I'm sure we'll handle it. Odd words for a woman who recently almost died.
As we cross the river and any other water that's nearby, Yareth will be sure he is next to Fleet.
Yeah, Fleet just is. The analogy is a bit on the nose, but literally looks like a cat just trying to like tiptoe their way around water.
Yeah. Over the night, the streamer settled into a happy trickle. It is gurgling away to itself contentedly.
I'm just rolling this for myself. Give me a moment. Oh! It.
Recalling the
Bring it back.
materials that were around in both caverns, Phoenix would attempt to construct a rudimentary sled from either this materials available in this cavern or the materials available in the other one.
So there's no wood that you didn't bring down. It's just rock. These, as I say, they didn't have any equipment, any food, nothing. They just seem to have themselves. And what rock there is not in a big enough size to make a sled for a large creature's shell.
In which case, Phoenix will tie together 2 blankets and
Sure.
create a rudimentary kind of fabric sled.
Okay.
I feel like that would just rip with that weight on it, though.
It's a traveling blanket. They're pretty sturdy. I mean, they're not going to be great condition, but like the
Yeah,
blanket.
you're taking them over rock for several miles with a massive weight on it. It's not going to be guaranteed that you'll get it back, let alone in one piece.
What
He's
if,
gonna
do you think
be-
perhaps
gonna
we
try
could,
it.
maybe we could find somewhere that would either bring it back for us or would perhaps pay for the information on where it was or escort to get here, maybe. So we wouldn't get the full cost of it because they would recover it, but
I think it's
some-
only Yareth who has an inkling as its true value. Phoenix just has an academic curiosity at this point.
no, but like Ash is curious about the fact that the others seem so
No, I'm
invested.
just talking about people's enthusiasm.
Yeah,
and
Yareth
exactly where
has
it's coming
said
from.
that it's worth a decent amount of money. Doesn't know how much
Ah.
that's worth, so she'd rather just get to the
That's a
I
fair
said a couple of hundred.
That's a
Hundreds.
fair point. Phoenix changes out his spells and he casts Reduce on the shell the next day.
Can you pop me in chat?
large. That's a pretty good spell.
Creature or an object. Nice. Do wait, destroyed 8. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've just
Yeah, so
realized.
it goes from being
No, which I just realized was a 1 minute duration, so he does not do that.
oh yeah, here's a 1 minute duration.
I mean, that's
Yes.
1 minute's worth of travel. That's whew,
Although I will
a
point
big
out,
distance.
it does specify if there isn't enough room for the target to grow, it doesn't. So as long as I basically prevent it from being able to grow, it shouldn't.
I think that's for casting the enlarge variant on it. And I would say if you reduce it, put it in a small space. As soon as you take it out, or attempt to assume its original form.
Yeah, I mean
that's just broken.
Well, yeah, that's the idea, though.
Yeah.
I reduce it, wrap it up in rope so it can't grow, carry it, and then just undo the rope when I need it. When I have it somewhere I need it.
I would argue it would probably break the rope, unless it's very, very strong rope.
I believe. Oh, did I pick up silk rope? Please tell me I was smart enough to pick up silk rope.
The other thing, Matt, is that the line about it, if it's in too small a space to grow fully, is in the enlarged section, and we're talking about the reduced section.
I mean, it would
For
make
all
sense.
intents and purposes, they're like two different spells.
I mean, it would make sense that they work the same. Like, it's still a return to size.
How about the DM rule that it doesn't work, Matt?
No, I'm just fine.
Okay. So you're trying to get one. Okay. So you get back to the flail snails, and you're attempting to get one back?
The more intact one, yeah.
Okay. So as I say, you've not got great means of transporting it. It is very heavy. You're going through not particularly easy ground. As I say, there are bits where you have to stand sideways. There are bits where you have to go through small tunnels. I am going to need a group athletics check, please, to try and transport it as safely as possible.
Ho, 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 ho. I'm going to roll really badly. I can just sense
it. Before anyone rolls, God damn
it. We're going to check on your portents.
It's still a 21.
I haven't rolled my portents yet.
Yeah. Okay, that's noted. All right. You do a...
Phoenix rolls a 17 on his athletics.
You do a decent job of not knocking it, but as I say, this is quite fragile. It does sustain some damage. Not a massive amount, but it is not as whole as it was. When you started. This significantly slows you down by a couple of hours. And including stopping for lunch, it is about 8 o'clock in the evening when eventually you re-emerge kind of through the door, kind of on the spiral stairs, back in the shrine.
Well, pretty.
It is quite pretty.
I feel like Ash is going to moan more about the stairs than she is about nearly dying.
I mean, you're at the bottom of the stairs.
I know, she can start moaning early.
Okay. It's 11:30. I think we will end here for today. Come back to important plot stuff next week, unless people don't think they can be here next week.
I'm pretty sure I should be here.
I will be here.
Lumie,
Yeah, I'll be here.
you're often.
Early's, lates. I should be here, but I'll have to leave on time because I've got nights.
Okay, it's the beginning of the session, anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much.
I should be there unless I get pulled forward, but
Right.
we've got COVID at work again.
Yeah.
Again. So I
Okay.
really can't make guarantees.
I think we'll call an end to the session there then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. So, inspiration. We had a few rocketing around the place today. So, keep it the troll in chat, please, Britty. Yes, those of you who don't know, at the end of the game, I like to give a little reward to players who might have done well. So, good RP, someone made a funny joke, someone just rolled like awful tonight, anything along those lines. So, what I like to do is I like to get every player to vote for one other player, and whoever gets most votes gets inspiration, because stream will like to do the same with the audience. So the way it works is after you roll a die, you can say, no, I don't like that. I'm going to expend one inspiration, then you get to re-roll that die. So it's a bit different to PHP inspiration, but I much prefer this to anything else. Okay, so Britty,
Like everyone had a lot of good stuff today. I'm going to give it to Yareth. That little bit of RP at the end, and including in the fact that it's like a cat with water.
All right.
You know, being raised by cats kind of does that.
Lumie.
It's straight to the DM for me. That was sick.
Yeah, boy.
Lovely. I no, genuinely, like, I love playing a character that can just tank straight into combat because, I mean, some of you play with me already. You know that I like that. But it's nice to genuinely have them on the rocks. So yeah, definitely.
That was the result of one natural 20.
I know. But actually, like,
yeah.
it was still a crit is only 2 hits. So another round in, I'd have still been fucked.
Sure. Okay. Matt.
I've got to give mine to Arlath. Some of those Twilight Cleric abilities, very useful.
Right. Riley.
I'm gonna do right by attitude to Fleet. To be honest, I really liked the little interactions that we'd had this session.
All right. Nat.
So I was setting my vote anyway, but this is just perfect. Ash.
Cool.
One-way tie with everyone.
So brilliantly perfect.
So,
She was already going to get it for those fantastic crits on punches that dealt very little damage, and then doubling down on a pun when giving you an inspiration, just chef's kiss. Perfect.
All right. So it's 4-way tie.
I'm so glad you noticed.
As the DM, I get to break ties. So I'm going to roll a d4 because that seems the fairest to me. 1, 2, Ash.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
And I had to spend all of my inspirations, so thank you.
Looks like for the stream vote, the DM gets it.
Lovely.
I don't think I ever got a stream vote before.
I've been waiting for like a 5-way tie for so long.
Literally just tied it so perfectly. That was incredible.
Back up to 2, stockpiling for the next nasty boy. I just stroked my screen. Anyway.
Oh. Do we need to give you a minute alone? Do you need some
no, it's fine. All right, so yes, thank you very much for watching. Check out our Twitter at rolling_with_it for updates like when going to live, when VODs are loaded, stuff like that. Speaking of VODs, check out our YouTube where VODs will be uploaded. I am catching up. I am making progress. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're up there for you to see. Feedback. Any feedback you could give us will be greatly appreciated about the game, about the stream. Anything. If we don't know what's broken, we don't know to fix it. Share it. Share the stream with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your grandma. Someone's got a grandma out there that likes D&D. Saturdays at 8, we have Rolling Misfits, our second stream, where we talk about the game, what happened in previous episodes, stuff like that. Sometimes we delve into general D&D stuff. Yes.
We're all the way up to session 11.
I know you say it, by the way. I know you always say, "Oh, there must be a grandma somewhere out there that likes D&D." But have you guys seen? I think it was either on Tumblr or Twitter, thread about the dude who got his grandma super into D&D, and there's this adorable drawing that the grandma did.
It's heartbreaking. It's beautiful.
The most heartbreaking thing ever.
I have not seen that.
Oh my god, I'm going to have to find it and put it in chat. It's beautiful.
All right. But yes, thank you all very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye all.
Ciao.
Bye.